or go to rocketmortgage.com. That's 800-QUICKEN.
Equal housing lender, NMLS number 3030.
When it comes to hiring, you don't have time to waste. You need to get to a short list of qualified candidates fast. That's why you need Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions based on your job requirements. Then zero in on qualified candidates using our intuitive online dashboard. Your time is precious. Let Indeed help you get to your short list of qualified candidates. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire. Search for greatness. Search Indeed.
KHOW News Time, 4:03. I'm Kathy Walker. New info from the Census Bureau shows that El Paso County has grown the most in the past year, followed by Weld, Denver, and Douglas counties. Census numbers are up 12,500 in El Paso County. There are 10,000 more people in Weld and just under 10,000 new ones in Denver. Douglas County's census figure was up 7,500 people. All but 9 Colorado counties had population gains last year. In Boulder, the body of a 61-year-old Boulder man was found around lunchtime on the Mesa Trail near the Flatirons. The man was about a mile from the Bluebell shelter at Chautauqua Park. Emergency crews tried to revive the man, but say it appears his death was from natural causes. A study led by a CSU researcher says 1/3 of young adults have ridden with an impaired driver. The study also shows that young adults are more likely to ride with a driver impaired by marijuana than one who is drunk. The research is published in the Journal of Studies on Alcohol and Drugs. That's the latest. I'm Kathy Walker.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
Aurora Drive, latest trouble spot, northbound 225. Struggling with an accident northbound 225, approaching I-70 in that right lane. Those jams are solid back to Alameda. Try to get to the left side of the highway. I-25 loading up downtown to the tech center. Heading out of downtown, there are several motorcycle cops. They're pulling over drivers in the HOV lanes. Northbound I-25 up past the area. South of the tech center, construction. Southbound I-25 down at Castle Pines. Hanging up that left lane, jammed up from C470. Denver's forecast, mostly cloudy tonight, low of 44. Tomorrow, sunny, little windy. Temps in the upper 60s. Right now, it is 71 degrees. For the traffic and weather, I'm Susan Thielen, 630 KHOW.
Staples helps you keep your ink stocked and your business moving all year long. Now trade in your old printer and save up to $80 on a new Epson EcoTank, including up to 2 years of ink. Ends 3/24. See store or staples.com for details. Restrictions may apply. Staples, it's pro time.
Your shot at $1,000 right now. Text the keyword BILLS to 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info. Standard data and message rates apply. That's BILLS to 200-200.
Hey, Mikey.
It's Michael Brown.
You can try to find Michael Brown. Brownie, you're doing a heck of a job.
This is the Michael Brown Show.
Hold on tight to your dream. Yeah. Hold on tight to your dream.
The cultural Marxism that infects the country and prevents you and I from exercising our liberties that are guaranteed under the U.S. Constitution are under attack again today, this time by Citigroup. Today at 11:30 a.m., I assume Eastern Time, Ed Schuyler, Executive Vice President for Global Public Affairs at Citi, issued the following announcement. It's about a page and a half, and I'm going to work my way through the entire page and a half because I want you to hear the utter bovine feces that Citigroup, if you have a Citibank account, if you have a Citi credit card of some sort, and you believe in the Second Amendment, you might want to reconsider. Not calling for a boycott. I'm just saying that each individual person needs to stop and think about who you do business with. In fact, I think everybody owes it that whatever dollar you spend, you need to stop and think about who you're doing business with before you spend that dollar. That dollar is, for most of us, hard-earned. We pay our taxes on it. And every time we spend a dollar, we're voting. We vote with that dollar. We say to that business that we go to that we approve of how you treat your employees, We approve of your corporate policies. We approve of, if you go to a restaurant, how you cook your food. Every dollar is a vote. So listen closely. This is Ed Schuyler, EVP, Global Public Affairs for Citigroup. For too many years, in too many places, our country has seen acts of gun violence that have resulted in heartbreaking losses. We are all too familiar with them, and there is no need to recount them here. Well, actually, I frankly think he should recount them right now. Because here's the implication of the very first paragraph. The implication of the very first paragraph is that there is this epidemic of gun violence in the United States. And that is absolutely not true. In fact, violent crime has continued on a downward trend for the past 20 years. There haven't been 18 mass shootings. There hasn't been one child killed a day, as some people like to claim. All of the statistics that claim that we are in some sort of war zone is utterly false. Now, if you live in the south side of Chicago, you very well might live in a war zone. But the south side of Chicago is not the United States of America. If you live in Baltimore City, you might actually live in a war zone. And the statistical chance of you being caught in crossfire by a bunch of thugs and gangbangers is probably higher than if you live in a state where there's even more gun ownership on a per capita basis than there is in the state of Maryland. In fact, I might just go through those statistics later in the program just to remind you that we are not in any sort of gun violence epidemic, except that the media has been trying to convince you that shootings take place every day, that little children are being gunned down left and right, and then it's just a virtual war zone out there. The only war zones, and even I think that's hyperbole, are in Democrat-controlled cities where they have the strictest gun control laws you can imagine, and yet the dirtbag thug criminals still get their hands on guns. Law-abiding citizens are not the problem. But don't tell that to Ed Schuyler, the EVP of Global Public Affairs for Citi. The next paragraph. Oh, this is going to be fun. Over the same amount of time. Wait a minute. Over the same amount of what time? He said in the first paragraph that for too many years and too many places, we have seen acts of gun violence that have resulted in heartbreak, and this is becoming too familiar. And then he says in the second paragraph, over the same amount of time. What time? Give me a time frame, bucko. If you're going to announce a policy, give me a time frame so that I can see whether or not you're just full of crap, which is what I think you are, or you have some sort of statistics that certainly are contraindicated by the FBI or the Department of Justice or anybody else. Over the same amount of time, he writes, we have waited for our grief to turn into action and see our nation adopt common sense measures that would help, not prevent, but would help prevent firearms from getting into the wrong hands. Hang on one second. I just happen to have, before I move on, we just had the school shooting where one kid shot one other kid at Great Mills High School in Maryland. And I think this meme that's going around is a damn good example of just how common sense measures that would help prevent firearms from getting into the wrong hands is a meaningless, utterly meaningless sentence. So you had a kid in Maryland that walked into a school, Great Mills High School, shot another kid. So let's review. This is how the meme goes. What did not stop that school shooting? Maryland has an assault weapon ban. It didn't stop it. Maryland has a 10-round magazine limit. That didn't stop the shooting. Maryland has universal background check requirements, just like we all do. That didn't stop it. Maryland's law requires an exhaustive application process to obtain a permit to purchase a handgun. That didn't stop the shooting. Maryland's law prohibiting purchases of more than one firearm per month, that didn't stop the shooting. Maryland's law requiring handgun registration didn't stop the shooting. Maryland's law requiring licensing of handgun owners, that didn't stop the shooting. Maryland's extremely limited approval of concealed carry permits didn't stop the shooting. Maryland's refusal to honor any concealed carry permit from any other state didn't stop that shooting. Federal law prohibiting handgun possession for people under 21 didn't stop the shooting. Laws against carrying a gun in Maryland without a permit didn't stop the shooting. The school being a gun-free zone and gun-free zone laws in Maryland didn't stop the shooting. Laws against the discharging of a firearm in public didn't stop the shooting. Laws against murder, attempted murder, didn't stop the shooting. Do you know what did stop the shooting in Maryland? Do you know how the shooter was killed? An armed school resource officer, an armed cop. In other words, a good guy with a gun who engaged the shooter in less than 1 minute and killed the shooter. That stopped the shooting. So let's go back to Citigroup for a minute. We have waited for our grief to turn into action and see our nation adopt common sense measures that would help prevent firearms from getting into the wrong hands. I just read off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different laws that were designed to prevent that shooting in Maryland, and not one damn one of them did anything to stop the shooting. So I would like to ask you, Ed Schuyler, Executive Vice President of Global Public Affairs for Citi, what common sense measures would you D-head, what would you propose? That action has sadly never come, he writes. And as the weeks pass after the most recent mass shooting, it appears we are stuck in the same cycle of tragedy and inaction. Oh, except Citi's going to change the world. Oh, I'm not done. I'm going to rip this a new one like you haven't seen before.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
Backups on the highways, 225 drive, northbound 225. It's an accident up near I-70, blocking that right lane. Running stop and go from Mississippi up to I-70. Get to the left side of the highway. Southbound I-25 jammed up through the tech center. Very heavy. There is construction work. Southbound I-25 after Ridgegate. Left lane is blocked off there. And that has traffic speeds in the single digits. I-25 starting to load up into downtown. And eastbound I-70 Ward Road. That accident's gone. All lanes open. That stretch looking better. Then with forecast. Cloudy tonight, low of 44. Tomorrow sunny, breezy, high near 69. Right now at DIA 71. With the traffic and weather, I'm Susan Thielen, 630 KHOW.
Staples can help your business stand out with custom printed signs, banners, and brochures. Now at Staples, get $5 off your next print and marketing services purchase when you spend $50 or more. Standout materials equals outstanding results. Offer in-store only, ends 3/24. Exclusions apply. Staples.
You know, it seems that every day you hear somebody talking about the many potential positive effects of stem cells. Medical journals are filled with thousands of scientific papers about the health benefits that result from stem cell therapy. Grossman Wellness Center has been offering stem cell-based regenerative therapies to treat a multitude of orthopedic problems for almost a decade. This is longer than any other medical clinic in Colorado. So whether you suffer from plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, or even something more severe such as bone-on-bone arthritis, that's causing you considerable pain and interfering with your quality of life, I invite you to call my doctors at the Grossman Wellness Center. Schedule a free initial consultation with one of their board-certified physicians. Call them today at 303-233-4247 and tell them Michael Brown sent you for a free initial consultation. Call Grossman Wellness Center today at 303-233-4247. You have nothing to lose but your pain.
Consumers Real Estate Show. That's right, a real estate show for consumers. All inside information to help you, the consumer. Every Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. right here on Talk Radio 630 KHOW. The Consumers Real Estate Show, Saturday mornings at 8 on 630 KHOW.
Every business needs great people, and the better way to find them. Something better than posting your job online and just praying for the right people to see it. ZipRecruiter revolutionized hiring. Their technology finds great candidates for you. No wonder 80% of employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site in just one day. Goodbye post and pray. Hello ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Try it for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio.
Are you embarrassed by your smile? Are you unable to eat the foods you love, afraid to laugh, afraid to live a normal life, even afraid to go out in public? Dr. Barrett's with Barrett's Dental here. I believe that you deserve a smile that you can be proud of so you can live your life the way you want, with the peace of mind that you can smile without embarrassment and that your mouth is healthy. At Barrett's Dental, we want to help you get your life back. I invite you to my office for a free consultation where you can find out for yourself if you are comfortable at Barrett's Dental. We offer total dental solutions, meaning we can handle all of your dental care in one convenient location without referring you all over town. If you feel safe at Barrett's Dental, it's the last place you'll need to visit to get the care you need. Is the condition of your mouth causing you to live a life of quiet desperation? Call me. I'll take great care of you.
If you're looking for a safe place to take care of all your dental needs, call Barrett's Dental at 303-731-1308 or visit denverdentist.com.
Ovation Hair says it's time to give yourself a special treat, the treat of great-looking, healthy hair. With Ovation's anniversary sale, the treat just got better, with 20% off your entire order. The one-of-a-kind Ovation Cell Therapy is proven to deliver thicker, stronger, longer, and healthier-looking hair, guaranteed or your money back. Its unique and proprietary formula treats the scalp and hair cuticle, resulting in 80% less breakage and increased hair strength. I'm always giving it to friends and family because it really works. Ovation is friend recommended, buyer approved, and Ovation guaranteed, or your money back, because Ovation really works. To treat yourself to shiny, silky, bouncy hair just in time for spring, plus receive your 20% off your entire order for the Ovation Anniversary Sale, go to ovationhair.com to check out their complete line of products. Join hundreds of thousands of satisfied customers worldwide. Go to ovationhair.com. That's ovationhair.com now.
Find your next vacation at the Denver Travel and Adventure Show. Explore thousands of vacation options from top destinations from around the globe. Meet travel experts Rick Steves, the booze traveler Jack Maxwell, and Peter Greenberg. Save big with show-only specials and enjoy hands-on activities. Fun for the whole family March 24th and 25th at the Colorado Convention Center. Get tickets now at travelshows.com. That's travelshows.com.
Every business needs great people, and the better way to find them. Something better than posting your job online and just praying for the right people to see it. ZipRecruiter revolutionized hiring. Their technology finds great candidates for you. No wonder 80% of employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site in just one day. Goodbye post and pray. Hello ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Try it for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/now. That's ZipRecruiter.com/now.
Do you know what I love about Art of Granite? Price quotes on the phone. Art of Granite supplies premier designer countertops and cabinets. A direct importer of stone, granite, and quartz. Visit their showroom in Golden. Wholesale countertop material, custom edges, sinks, cabinets, and from the templating appointment, it takes just 1 week for installation. And when you have the kitchen done, they do the bathroom free, and they tear out everything free. Artofgranite.net, 303-386-5919.
This is the Ross Kaminsky Show.
One thing I like about your show more than most is that you are equally fair, that you will call out Trump when he does something wrong and you will praise him with something right. You are very rare among talk show hosts, so I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And I think it's really funny and irrelevant when people go, well, I don't know if I agree with you. Well, people are not supposed to agree with you all the time.
That's right. That would be boring, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Start your day with Ross Kaminsky. Mornings 5 to 10 on Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW.
For those on YouTube that are commenting that I seem a little riled up today, I haven't even gotten started yet. We've got the omnibus spending bill. We got the midterm elections. We got a whole host of stuff to do today. By the way, if you want to watch us on YouTube, youtube.com/Michael Brown Today. All one word, Michael Brown Today. You can watch us live over there, and you can join in the chat over there too. So we're going over Citigroup's, their new U.S. commercial firearms policy, which is just a boatload of bovine feces. So he says we've had too many years and too many places, we've had all these acts of gun violence, makes it sound like there's some sort of epidemic of gun violence, and then says that, we've got to do something that would help prevent firearms from getting into the wrong hands. And as I pointed out, the little doofus in Maryland that ended up getting killed by a school resource officer, not one of the 13 or 14 Maryland's one of the most strict anti-gun states in the country. And yet they have one of the highest rates of gun violence. We'll get to those stats in a minute. But not one of those laws stopped this goober from doing what he did. The only thing that stopped him was a good guy with a gun. Oh, Michael, that's such a trite little phrase. Well, you know what? Trite as it may or may not be, the fundamental truthness of it remains the same. Now, back to Citigroup's public policy. As a society, we all know that something needs to change. And as a company, we feel we must do our part. I agree with him. As a society, I do know that things need to change. You know what needs to change? We need to regain our respect for life, for one another. We need to start raising our kids to understand what it means to live in a republic, a constitutional republic. We need to reinstitute the value that we put in our institutions of education, of faith, our churches, all of the things that are crumbling around us. Everything's just crumbling around us. The family is crumbling. Institutions are crumbling. Everything's crumbling. So you want to fix something? Why don't you fix that, bucko? Why don't you fix that? Next paragraph. Today, our CEO announced that Citi is instituting a new U.S. commercial firearms policy. It is not centered on an ideological mission to rid the world of firearms. BS. That is not what we seek. There are millions of Americans who use firearms for recreational and other legitimate purposes, and we respect their constitutional right to do so. It's just that we're not going to facilitate your constitutional right to keep and bear arms. So they want to have it both ways. This is so typical of the virtue signaling of these little do-gooders. I shouldn't say little. We bailed this dumbass company out. Taxpayers bailed out Citigroup. Remember that? Too big to fail? Yeah. Should let them fail. When you tell me that this is the same thing as when people say, you know what, I'm for common sense gun safety legislation, but I'm a big supporter of the Second Amendment. I'm for stricter controls on guns, but I'm a hunter. BFD. BFD. Don't tell me how much you love the Constitution when what you are doing is you are trying to keep people from exercising their constitutional right to keep and bear arms. You don't want to be a facilitator. I got news for you. How many of the thugs, how many of the dirt bag thugs, MS-13, black thugs in Chicago, Hispanic thugs in Los Angeles, white thugs and wherever, how many of them do you think that use a Citibank checking account or a Citibank credit card to buy their guns to engage in illegal activity? Answer that for me, bucko. I think I can probably guess. 0. None. There are millions of Americans who use firearms for recreational and other legitimate purposes, and we respect their constitutional right to do so. It's just that we're not going to allow them to use our cards to exercise that constitutional right. That's what they're saying. That is exactly what they're saying. But, next paragraph. But we want to do our part as a company to prevent firearms from getting into the wrong hands. Okay, I don't want firearms to get into the wrong hands. And by the wrong hands, I'm going to assume, I know which is dangerous to do, but I'm going to assume that you mean wild-ass crazy people, mentally ill people, criminals, felons. Is that who you're talking about? Because I don't think, last I checked, I'm not sure that MS-13 has a Citibank affiliated credit card. Is that what you do? Oh, did you go to MS-13 and say, hey, we would like for your members, as they're out torturing and slicing the necks open of people as their initiation process, as you go to buy your knives, we'd like for you to use an MS-13 affiliated Citibank card. Well, we'll give you 2% cash back. This is the stupidest thing I think I've read in a long time, and I read a whole bunch of crap every single day. Under this new policy, we will require new retail sector clients or partners, they're partners, to adhere to these best practices. Now, what do you think the best practices are? New retail sector clients or partners have to adhere to these new practices. 1, that they don't sell firearms to somebody who hasn't passed a background check. Shazam! Really? So you're not going to allow, I can just see it now, a bunch of thugs in Chicago. Why do I always pick in Chicago? Let's just pick on Denver for a while. So a bunch of thugs in downtown Denver decide they're going to have a gun exchange. Some thug needs to buy a gun. So he goes to his fellow thugs and says, I need a snub nose pistol. I gotta go take somebody out. Okay, we got one in our trunk here. They pull out their iPhone, they put the little square thing on it, and they say, we take Citi Card. You think that's how they conduct business? I would challenge you. In fact, I will eat this statement. I will eat these 2 pieces of paper right now if you can find me 2 thugs in downtown Denver or in the south side of Chicago that are using a Citibank credit card to conduct their illegal transaction. They don't want to sell firearms to somebody who hasn't passed a background check. Well, guess what? Nobody can. Nobody is allowed today to sell a gun to another person without a background check. Walk into any gun store. Walk into any gun store and say, hey, can I use my Citibank card to buy a gun? But I don't want to go through a background check. I mean, everybody will just say, every gun store owner will go, oh, sure, no problem. As long as you're using your MS-13 affiliated Citibank card, we'll be happy to sell you fully automatic weapons. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Oh, hang on, I'm not even halfway done with this thing.
This is your station for the 16K a day giveaway. Coming up at 5 after the hour on KHOW Denver, an iHeart radio station.
From the L&L Heating and Air Conditioning Traffic Center.
Heavier traffic up and down the highways. An accident on the War Drive northbound 225 up near I-70. That is now in the shoulder. Running heavy from Mississippi up to I-70, but looking a little better. Jam ups on I-25, heavy through the tech center into downtown. Very heavy north on I-25 from University. South on I-25, there's construction work after Ridgegate blocking that left lane. That is south on I-25 backed up in the tech center. And construction causing delays, 23rd and York. Know the traffic where you're heading with Total Traffic app powered by Traffic Karma. Denver's forecast, cloudy skies tonight, low 44. Tomorrow sunny but breezy with high near 69. Right now at DIA 71. With the traffic and weather, I'm Susan Thielen, 630 KHOW.
This report is brought to you by Staples. Staples can help your business stand out with custom printed signs, banners, and brochures. Now at Staples, get $5 off your next print and marketing services purchase when you spend $50 or more. Standout materials equals outstanding results. Offer in-store only, ends 3/24, exclusions apply. Staples.
Michael Brown here for a great opportunity to reduce your reliance on energy companies. I want you to get to know Zoetic NRG. You know, a few years ago, I would not have endorsed a solar company, but today, Zoetic NRG has changed the business model. They've introduced a plan that includes a no money down option and converts what was once a liability into an asset. Like me, you may have had preconceived notions about solar energy. So let's dispel those. Today's solar panels and today's solar business is not what it used to be, which is why I endorse Zoetic NRG. One of my listeners recently bought a Zoetic NRG system and wrote to tell me just how happy they were with this solar project. Plus, when they put solar panels on your roof, they're going to insulate your attic and put in a smart home thermostat for free, saving you even more money. Call Zoetic NRG today at 888-637-4447. That's 888-637-4447 for a free quote. And when you call them, tell them Michael Brown sent you.
Have you gotten a notice from the IRS that's keeping you up at night? Let Advanced Tax Solutions help clean up that mess and give you peace of mind. right here in Denver, helping clients for more than 2 decades. It's Advanced Tax Solutions.
Take it like it is and make it like you want it. You've heard that before, right? Well, that applies to your home too. But maybe you don't know exactly how to get it done or what the options might be. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. How about starting with a call to us? For over 30 years, our family company has been designing and completing first-rate kitchens and baths that, frankly, your neighbors would be jealous of. Where to start, Todd?
Dad, they just need to call us. We can help. And now's the time. At Done Right, we offer only the finest cabinet resurfacing, custom cabinets, tub and shower upgrades, and full kitchen and bath redesigns. Simply call us for a free in-home estimate, and you'll see how your unique kitchen and bath fantasies will become your reality.
Come on, folks, get her done. Once and for all. Kitchens, baths, counters, and floors, and even replacement windows and doors. You have our word, we'll treat you right at Done Right. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or drhi.com.
Don't miss the Trading Group Show, Sundays at 3 p.m. on 630 KHOW. If you want to learn how to make money in the stock market, the Trading Group Show, Sundays at 3, or call 888-959-4004 for a free demo.
I'm an architect.
I'm a doctor.
Music producer.
I'm an accountant.
We're business owners. When I found out that I could download big files,
Really big files.
huge files,
CAD files?
X-rays.
cloud files, audio files,
Zip files.
In seconds.
Not minutes.
in seconds,
And that all my employees
With all their devices.
would have more than enough bandwidth.
I said, wow.
Wow.
Boom.
Sign me up.
That's a dream come true.
Introducing Gig Speed from Comcast Business. With download speeds up to 20 times faster than what most people have. Tons of bandwidth for everything your business does every day. And an affordable price. It's a small business owner's dream.
Now, I'm dreaming gig.
Really, really gig.
Comcast is building the largest gig speed network in the country. Now more small businesses in more places can dream gig. Comcast Business. Built for business. Visit dreamgig.com to learn more. Restrictions apply. May not be available in all areas. Actual speeds vary and are not guaranteed.
If you sleep with a snorer or if you suffer from tinnitus, you'll often find yourself not sleeping well, which can be detrimental to your health, your job, your life. Hi, it's Ross, and I value solutions which are not just effective, but also cost-effective. That's how my friends at Adco Hearing Products think too, which is why they have a brand new product available to you for less than $50 to help folks sleep, whether through tinnitus or snoring. Drop by Adco's location at 4242 South Broadway or learn more at adcohearing.com. That's ADCO hearing.com.
When it comes to hiring, you don't have time to waste. You need to get to a short list of qualified candidates fast. That's why you need Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions based on your job requirements. Then zero in on qualified candidates using our intuitive online dashboard. Your time is precious. Let Indeed help you get to your short list of qualified candidates. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire. Search for greatness. Search Indeed.
After a rough day on the range, a fella can get a bit saddle sore. That's why I use Blue Emu Original Super Strength Cream. It works fast and penetrates deep to soothe my tired muscles and joints.
And he don't stink.
And I'll tell you one thing, I had no idea this stuff was so darn handy.
Blue Emu Original Super Strength Cream. Available at all major retailers. It works fast for long-lasting soothing of tired muscles and joints.
And you won't stink.
Denver's talk station. Online at khow.com.
I got an anti-gun guy that keeps emailing me, and I'm just ignoring him. Well, what about the gun show loophole? So we're talking about Citigroup announcing their new U.S. commercial firearms policy. And we just got into the paragraph, we're now about halfway through it, of what their new best practices are. And you're absolutely right. Joe, you're absolutely right. When they say that they will not sell firearms to someone who hasn't passed a background check, think about this. If you own a gun store, you have to have a federal firearms license. So Citibank is saying that we're not going to let you sell guns, which is something you couldn't do anyway unless you had your FFL. So we're not going to let you engage in illegal activity. And the other point is, those who do engage in illegal activity, the buying and selling of illegal weapons, stolen guns, don't use a Citibank card or checking account. This policy will do nothing. Oh, actually, I take that back. This policy will do something. It will cause many Citibank credit card holders to cut up their cards. It will cause, and I will give you proof of this in a second, it will cause the overall shareholder value of Citibank, maybe not significant enough to cause an uproar, but they will lose shareholder value. They're a publicly traded company, and they have a fiduciary duty to enhance shareholder value, not diminish shareholder value. So let's go back to their best practices. 1, they don't sell firearms. Their clients and partners must adhere to these practices. 1, that they don't sell firearms to somebody who hasn't passed a background check. Well, that's the law in every state in the union. 2, they restrict the sale of firearms for individuals under 21 years of age. So they have decided to take it upon themselves to legislate through corporate policy that they've now changed the age of gun ownership in certain states, municipalities, and other jurisdictions. Citigroup is now determining what the law is. If I were a member of the United States military under the age of 21, and I had a Citibank checking account or a Citigroup, any one of their affiliated cards of any sort, I would cancel it stat. And 3, that they don't sell bump stocks or, and I love this phrase, high capacity magazines. All right. How about if they still sell standard size magazines that contain or can hold 30 rounds? Because to me, that's the standard size. Now, to Diana DeGette and a bunch of liberals and a bunch of a-holes that don't know their head from their a-hole, a 30-round magazine is a high-capacity magazine. Oh. Did you know? How many, raise your hands, if you think that Cruz, the thug that killed the kids in Florida, how many of you think he was using a high-capacity magazine? 30-round magazines. You're wrong. He wasn't. Nope. So this stupid law about so-called high-capacity magazines didn't stop that mass shooting. This policy will apply across the firm, including to small businesses, commercial and institutional clients, as well as credit card partners, whether co-brand or private label. It doesn't impact the ability of consumers to use their Citi cards at merchants of their choice. What a nice little catchphrase. So I can still go to XYZ gun club, gun store, and I guess I can still buy ammo. I can still buy knives. I can still buy 10-round magazines. I just can't buy a gun. Well, except actually I can, because your requirement is that they don't sell firearms to somebody who hasn't passed a background check. So now I'm beginning to think that this is real, other than the 21 years of age and the so-called high-capacity magazines. This is an announcement of commercial firearms policy that is all about getting attention and not about any substance or any real change. Because I can still take my, and I don't have, hang on. Before I open my big fat mouth, you'd think I'd know what credit cards I have in my wallet, right? I just got to make sure that I do not have, because if I do, I'll cut it up right here on air for you. No, I do not. I do not own any Citibank cards. Otherwise, I'd cut it up on the air for you right now. So after all this hoopla, I can still go into a gun store, and as long as I'm over the age of 21, because every gun store in the country requires a background check, and assuming that I pass it, oh, you'll still take my Citi card. Huh. They continue. We know our clients also care about these issues, and we have begun to engage with them in the hope that they will adopt these best practices over the coming months. If they opt not to, well, we'll respect their decision and work with them to transition their business away from Citi. The shareholders of Citigroup, every time that a business says, you know what, I've decided that I just don't want to, you know what, I'm not going to do business with you anymore. Every gun store in the country. See, rather than boycott Citigroup, every gun store should just say, when buyer comes in and they flash a Citibank card, oh, I'm sorry, we don't take that particular credit card. You have something else in your wallet? You got cash, you got a check, you got a different credit card? We take anything but Citibank. We have few relationships with companies that manufacture firearms. For those that actually do manufacture firearms, we will be initiating due diligence conversations on the subject matter to better understand what products they make. Well, they make firearms, you idiots. You just said we have few relationships with companies that manufacture firearms. For those that do, we will have due diligence conversations to understand what products they make. They make firearms. What do you think they make if they're a firearm manufacturer? This is Ed Schuyler, Executive Vice President, Global Public Affairs. He must be a real idiot, or he's got a PR marketing firm that doesn't have no crap about what they're doing. I'm not done yet. We're almost done. I told you it'd take an hour. Almost done. Citibank. Oh, remember, stay tuned, because I will give you an example of what happens when you enact this kind of dumbass policy.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
Heavy traffic along the highways. That 225 drive has been a trouble spot. Brand new problem northbound 225 at Mississippi. That's an accident. Running heavy from I-left on up toward I-70. Crash up near I-70. That is gone. Jam ups on I-25 through the Tech Center. Very heavy downtown. Both directions. Driving south of the Tech Center. Construction work south on I-25 after Ridgegate. That's affecting the left lane. Now a problem on eastbound C-470 near Alameda. It's an accident blocking a lane there. Denver's forecast, cloudy skies tonight, low of 44. Tomorrow, sunny but windy with a high near 69. Sunny skies for the weekend, temps in the upper 60s. Right now at DIA 71. With traffic and weather, I'm Susan Phelan, 630 KHOW.
Staples can help your business stand out with custom printed signs, banners, and brochures. Now at Staples, get $5 off your next print and marketing services purchase when you spend $50 or more. Standout materials equals outstanding results. Offer in-store only, ends 3/24. Exclusions apply. Staples.
Hey, it's Michael Brown here. In this crazy housing market, you find a house you want, and then there are multiple offers all in one day on the same house. So instead of buying an existing house, how about getting a brand new custom-built home from the Hall Company? Many people hear custom-built, and the first thing they think, expensive. But you know what? Whether you're looking for 1,500 square feet or 15,000 square feet, the Hall Company will help you find the ideal piece of land, design the home with you, and then build it. You get what you want, not what somebody else had. The Hall Company can even help you find the land if you want to build the house yourself. And of course, they can help secure financing. So instead of getting what somebody else liked, get a home that's what just you want. Check out their work at denvercustomhomebuilder.biz. That's denvercustomhomebuilder.biz, or call Dave Hall, the owner. He actually answers his phone, and he'll answer your questions. Call or text Dave at 303-669-0531. That's 303-669-0531, and just have a conversation about the dream home that you've always wanted.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise. but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669.
NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Consumers Real Estate Show. That's right, a real estate show for consumers. All inside information to help you, the consumer. Every Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. right here on Talk Radio 630 KHOW. The Consumers Real Estate Show, Saturday mornings at 8 on 630 KHOW.
Your next vacation starts at the Denver Travel and Adventure Show. Explore thousands of vacation options from top destinations around the globe. Coming to the Colorado Convention Center Saturday, March 24th and Sunday, March 25th. Plus, meet the local experts who can help you plan your next trip. Meet travel experts Rick Steves, the booze traveler Jack Maxwell, and Peter Greenberg. Receive exclusive travel tips and advice on complimentary stages right on the show floor. Plus, unlock thousands of dollars in travel savings with exclusive show-only deals and specials. Don't miss the first stop on your next trip. It's the Denver Travel and Adventure Show. Saturday, March 24th and Sunday, March 25th at the Colorado Convention Center. The Denver Travel and Adventure Show. Discounted tickets are available at travelshows.com. That's travelshows.com.
You've been live.
Are you embarrassed by your smile? Are you unable to eat the foods you love, afraid to laugh, afraid to live a normal life, even afraid to go out in public? Dr. Barrett's with Barrett's Dental here. I believe that you deserve a smile that you can be proud of so you can live your life the way you want, with the peace of mind that you can smile without embarrassment and that your mouth is healthy. At Barrett's Dental, we want to help you get your life back. I invite you to my office for a free consultation where you can find out for yourself if you are comfortable at Barrett's Dental. We offer total dental solutions, meaning we can handle all of your dental care in one convenient location without referring you all over town. If you feel safe at Barrett's Dental, it's the last place you'll need to visit to get the care you need. Is the condition of your mouth causing you to live a life of quiet desperation? Call me. I'll take great care of you.
If you're looking for a safe place to take care of all your dental needs, call Barrett's Dental at 303-731-1308 or visit denverdentist.com.
This is the Sean Hannity Show. You got to be optimistic of a peaceful resolution. That would be a good thing for North Korea, China, Japan, the entire region. Be good for the North Korean people. They might be able to eat. What Donald Trump did here is he got Kim Jong-un to blink. He got his attention, and all the president's actions backed up the words that he was using. And the president made clear that, okay, you've got your button. We got a bigger buttons, and ours work, and ours are accurate.
Sean Hannity, afternoons at 1.
You say you want a revolution.
It may not be fair to compare Citigroup's stock price today, considering the market is down 700 plus points, but it was at a high of 72, looks like about $72.50 maybe, closed at $70.31 today, down $3 and a penny, a little over 4%. So Citigroup announces today via an email to all of their employees and then online on their website, their new U.S. commercial firearms policy. And the policies are essentially this, that they don't want to do business with anybody unless they adhere to these best practices. One, that they don't sell firearms to somebody who has not passed a background check. Well, that's illegal to begin with. Two, that they restrict the sale of firearms for individuals under 21 years of age. I think they run into age discrimination lawsuits. Yeah, just like other places where they've tried to enact these age discrimination rules, I hope somebody sues city's ass big time. And number three, that the clients, their partners they call them, that they don't sell bump stocks or high-capacity magazines. Now, you can sell everything else. You can sell knives out the wazoo, and you can sell armor, you can sell ammo, you can sell whatever you want to sell, but just, you gotta adhere to this to make us feel good. They conclude in the last two paragraphs with what you would expect from a bunch of liberal do-gooders on the East Coast. These common sense sales practices already have widespread public support according to recent polling, and they are easy to implement. Yeah, like if you're going to sell a gun, you got to conduct a background check. Check. Got it. What polling are you looking at? You see, they don't want to point out polls because we can make a poll for anything. Some, like Walmart, have gone even further. We recognize that we don't have all the answers, except that you act like you do, and that existing technology in our industry doesn't allow for a more targeted approach at points of sale. For that reason, we would like to convene those in the final. Oh, here we go. See, it's a typical liberal thing. What do you want to do? We want to have a session. Let's all get around the campfire. Let's burn taxpayer money and sing Kumbaya. We recognize that we don't have all the answers and that existing technology in our industry doesn't allow for a more targeted approach at points of sale. You know how I interpret that? We realize we don't have all the answers, and our MS-13 affiliated city card, well, that's not going over so well. We've only got like 2 people to have that card, so we can't really target the POS, the point of sale, when somebody's selling out of their trunk. We're trying to figure out how to do that, but right now we can't do it. So everything we just said in the previous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 paragraphs, pretty much just BS and meaningless, but it makes us feel good. And then we're going to convene those in the financial services industry and other stakeholders. Don't you? Hey, you ever met a stakeholder? About the only time I ever know a stakeholder is when either me or Tamara are taking a steak out of, we've let it thaw and we've picked it up and we're carrying it from there, we're in the kitchen out to the grill. That's a stakeholder to me. I've never seen a stakeholder that really mounted to squat. For that reason, we would like to convene those in the financial services industry and other stakeholders to tackle these challenges together. Yes, because that's who we are. What other kind of cliche can they come up with? This approach has worked well in areas such as sustainability. Oh, yes, that's worked very well. Where the Equator Principles ushered in a new era of environmentally and socially responsible financing practices. We hope to leverage collective, i.e. communist action, to encourage responsible practices by all who sell firearms. As practices evolve, we will update our policies accordingly. And then this. We know that the actions we are taking today will invite passion on both sides. We don't have the perfect solution, But we have come to the conclusion that we must do, it just brings, hang on while I choke up for a second. I need to regain my composure here. We know that the actions we are taking today will invite passion on both sides. We don't have the perfect solution, but we have come to the conclusion that we must do our part to keep guns out of the hands of those who wish to do harm. And we hope our actions help achieve that vital goal. You know, the sad part is, this dumbass policy won't do anything except lose shareholder value, cost them a bunch of card holders, and make a bunch of guys by the name Mike Cobalt, that's the CEO, and Ed Schuyler, the EVP for Global Public Affairs, feel better about themselves. Yeah. Coming up next, I didn't get to it, but at the top of the next hour, I'll give you an example of what happens when you enact dumbass policies like this.
IRS on your back? Get your peace of mind back. Go to advancedtaxsolutions.com.
Michael Brown here from Mike Ward Infiniti, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, Fiat, and McLaren. You know I've known Mike and his family for years, so when I leased a new car, Mike Ward Infiniti, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, Fiat, and McLaren. Go see Mike Ward at C470 in Lucent, and remember, just drive it.
When it comes to finances, how do you make sense of it all? Listen to Financial Engine's Investing Sense for help in making sense of your investments, retirement, Social Security, and much more. Financial Engine's Investing Sense, every Saturday morning at 6, or visit investingsense.com.
This report is brought to you by Lowe's.
It'll be mostly cloudy tonight with an overnight low of 44. Sunny and windy tomorrow, a high of 70. Mostly sunny and 69 degrees on Saturday. 68 and mostly sunny for Sunday.
Shop Lowe's Spring Black Friday event and save up to 30% on select appliance special values. All projects have a starting point. Start with Lowe's. Offer valid through 3/28 while supplies last. More exclusions apply. See store for details. U.S. only.
In 95, I helped tow your trailer. And in 09, it was sparks from me, your chains, dragging behind your truck that accidentally started a wildfire.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
This is your station for the 16K a day giveaway. Coming up at 5 after the hour on KHOW Denver, an iHeart radio station.
This is a Fox News alert. Another White House personnel change. I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News. President Trump naming a new national security advisor, his third.
President Trump has named former UN ambassador and Fox News contributor John Bolton as his next national security advisor. Bolton will take over for General H.R. McMaster on April 9th. McMaster's departure has been rumored for weeks. Reporters saw Bolton arrive at the White House earlier today. In a statement, the president says McMaster helped accomplish great things to bolster America's national security, revitalize alliances in the Middle East, smash ISIS, and bring North Korea to the table. McMaster says he will request retirement from the Army after 34 years of service.
Fox's Jared Halpern on Capitol Hill. A massive spending bill passed this morning in the House. It could hit a roadblock in the Senate as they scramble to schedule a vote before a possible government shutdown tomorrow.
The spending package includes almost $655 billion for national defense, nearly $48 billion for homeland security, $21 billion for infrastructure projects, and almost $1.6 billion for barriers and technology on the border. There was plenty of support from Democrats since it is a bipartisan compromise, but the House Democratic whip hammered the GOP for voting on it before anyone had read the more than 2,200-page bill.
Fox's Mike Emanuel at the Capitol. Former White House strategist Steve Bannon lashing out after coming under scrutiny for his involvement in a company that used Facebook data to influence the election.
The great opposition party, media, never went after the Obama campaign, never went after the progressive leftists, have been doing this for years. And in 2013, when I thought that a data company might be important, all of a sudden it becomes global news.
Bannon with the comments during an interview with the Financial Times. Fox News, fair and balanced.
I'm Jay Farner from Quicken Loans.
Choosing the right mortgage lender involves much more than just a rate. Quicken Loans has earned 12 J.D. Power Awards for client satisfaction. And we invented Rocket Mortgage, a simpler, hassle-free way to get a mortgage completely online. No one else has anything like it. So choose Quicken Loans, America's #1 online lender. Call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com. That's 800-QUICKEN.
Equal Housing Lender, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
When you're hiring, you don't want to sort through dozens of irrelevant resumes. You want an efficient way to get to a short list of qualified candidates. That's why you need Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions based on your job requirements. Then zero in on qualified candidates using our intuitive online dashboard. Discover why 3 million businesses use Indeed for hiring. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire. Search for greatness. Search Indeed.
KHOW News Time 5:03. I'm Kathy Walker. 3 Denver cops thought they were firing on a car with a dangerous criminal inside when they killed one man and injured another on Monday. They were looking for attempted murder suspect Mauricio Venzor Gonzalez, who'd escaped from a clinic at Denver Health.
Police had information that Venzor Gonzalez was inside an SUV and they attempted a stop. There was then a brief chase, and when the SUV came to a stop, they saw 2 men who appeared to be looking for a weapon inside the vehicle. Fearing for their lives, they fired on the car once when it was on the street and then again after it went down an embankment.
The driver died of his injuries. The passenger was treated for his injuries and was taken to jail on arrest warrants.
Commander Barb Archer says both men were associated with Venzor Gonzalez and a loaded handgun was found in the car. Venzor Gonzalez, considered armed and dangerous, is still at large.
That's reporter Jerry Bell. New numbers from the Census Bureau show that 85% of Colorado's growth is happening on the Front Range. Last year, El Paso County had the largest county increase with 12,500 new people. That's the latest. I'm Kathy Walker.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
Busy ride up and down the highways, south on I-25, jammed up through the tech center, running heavy from Hamden all the way down. There's construction work wrapping up on south on I-25 after Ridgegate. Been blocking up the left lane. Sounds like all lanes there reopening. I-25, real busy under the bridges, then right at downtown. Also out west in the Morrison Drive, it's an accident eastbound, C470 near Alameda, blocking a lane there. Northbound 225 near Mississippi, that crash is gone. Denver's forecast. Cloudy skies tonight, low of 44. Tomorrow, sunny, little breezy, temps upper 60s, and sunny skies expected for the weekend. Right now, DIA 71. With the traffic and weather, I'm Susan Thielen, 630 KHOW.
Staples can help your business stand out with custom printed signs, banners, and brochures. Now at Staples, get $5 off your next print and marketing services purchase when you spend $50 or more. Standout materials equals outstanding results. Offer in-store only, ends 3/24. Exclusions apply. Staples.
Dick's Sporting Goods has suffered a surprisingly steep downturn in sales since promising to sell fewer guns. But the problem isn't the gun sales, according to Fortune magazine. The stock tumbled to the lowest in 4 months after the sports store banned assault-style weapons from its Field and Stream stores and raised the minimum age for a customer to buy a firearm from 18 to 21. However, the store has also suffered problems with overstocking and high discounts, as well as increased competition from places like Nike and Amazon. After the Parkland school shooting last month, this is according to a story in the National Review, Dick's executives were aghast to learn that the young gunman had bought one of his many guns from them, though not the one he used in the shooting. So as a sign of solidarity, if I hear the word collective and solidarity like one more time tonight, my head will explode. And there will be everybody on YouTube. By the way, youtube.com/Michael Brown Today. Subscribe, get it done. I think we needed one more to get to 1,300. So now we need to get to 1,500. See, I'm slowly working up to 2,000. I just don't want to overwhelm everybody. So youtube.com/Michael Brown today, and then you click the little subscribe thing. And Drew says you have to click the bell or something to get notifications. As a sign of solidarity with the student protesters calling for gun control, Dick's announced they would no longer sell assault-style firearms and high-capacity magazines. That paragraph right there, that single paragraph, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, less than 30 words. Less than 30 words and my head wants to explode. Can you figure out what in this sentence makes my head want to explode? As a sign of solidarity with the student protesters calling for gun control laws, Dick's announced it would no longer sell assault-style firearms and high-capacity magazines. The Athletic Gear Company instituted a similar ban after the 2012 Sandy Hook shooting, but rescinded it a few months later and started selling weapons again. But this time the ban is permanent, says Dick. Thoughts and prayers are not enough, the company said in a statement. We support and respect the Second Amendment, and no, you don't. No, you do not. Do I have a fetish about guns? I probably do. You know why? It's the single line of defense between me and a tyrannical government. It's the single line of defense between me and a thug. It's the single, you think it's law enforcement? Tell you what we do. We take you, in fact, I was going to say we'll take you to like the rural area of Colorado, where the local deputy sheriff is 30 miles away. But that's too obvious. Instead, I'm going to take you into the Baker neighborhood of Denver, or the Highlands. We'll take you in, or Rhino, one of the cool hipster places. And I'll put you in like an apartment somewhere up on maybe like the 6th floor, the 10th floor or something. And then I'm going to send a thug in to rob, rape, and harm you and steal whatever you have on you. I'm going to make sure you got a lot of cash on you. And you'll even know they're coming. You can dial 911, and, you know, the Denver Police Department's probably busy taking the mayor to check out the hookers or something, so you'll have to wait a little while to, before you can get a cop there. And even if the cops aren't out, rounding up hookers or something, they'll still have to find who's closest, and then they'll have to get through traffic and the idiots that don't pull over when there's flashing lights and sirens when they're running hot. And then they'll have to, make their way up to the elevator or the stairwell. And then they'll finally have to figure out, which direction do we go. Do you ever do that when you get into a hotel? You get off the elevator and you're in room 2206. And you have to look on the signs. And then you have to figure out 2206 is this way or that way. Because I have like 3 rows of numbers, like 2000 to 2000 something else, and then 2100 to 21, and you got to look over there, then you got to figure out. And then when you figure out where 2206 is, you figure out you could have gone either direction because it's exactly right behind you. That's what the cops will do. Meanwhile, you're getting raped, robbed, pillaged, whatever else. Thoughts and prayers are not enough, the company said. We support and respect the Second Amendment. And we recognize and appreciate that the vast majority of gun owners in this country are responsible, law-abiding citizens. But we got to do something. Something must be done. I am going to do it. I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it. It's time to go to the charts. There is zero or slight negative statistical correlation between gun ownership and homicide rates. Now, if there was a positive correlation between gun ownership and gun violence or homicide rates, the safest places would be, or the most dangerous places would be Wyoming, Idaho, North Dakota, because those 3 states, all with household gun ownership rates in excess of 45%. In other words, just about everybody. You're driving down the highway. You look left, you look right. The chances are either the person on your left or on your right is carrying a gun. Well, if there was a positive correlation between gun ownership and homicide rates, those would be the most dangerous places in the country. And the least dangerous places in the country, Washington, D.C., Illinois, and Maryland, because they have household gun ownership rates less than 25%. So you're driving down the highway, you've got to look at 4 different cars before you statistically are likely to look at somebody that's carrying a gun. Yet, what are the most dangerous places in the United States? In descending order, Washington, D.C. at 15.4, Illinois with only 6.2, that's the second most dangerous. Maryland at 5.4, that's the third most dangerous place. And then you get down to little old Idaho. Highest gun ownership, one of the highest in the country. And yet their total homicide rate's just 2.9. North Dakota, same thing. And Wyoming, 47th, one of the top 10 safest states. The national average for gun homicides per 100,000 population was 3.4, and the national average for total homicides was 5.1. Yet those states, Idaho, North Dakota, Wyoming, their homicide rate, half. And yet they have 30, 40, 50% more guns. What conclusions can we draw from this? The thugs are in the big cities. Illegal guns account for the majority of these crimes. And all of the responsible gun owners are only using them for self-defense, resulting in taxpayer relief shots. Dick's Sporting Goods sales, not just because of guns, but because of competition. Oh, I got a great email. That reminds me too. REI has decided. And if you're listening and you're the one that sent me the email about REI, no, I will not use your name. But wait till you read the letter that a listener sent to the Board of Governors, or whatever they call them, Board of Directors, I don't know, since it's a cooperative, they don't pay income tax. Wait till you read or hear the letter to REI. It'll give you heart palpitations. It's just so, it'll bring your blood pressure down.
From the L&L Heating and Air Conditioning Traffic Center.
Heavy and slow traffic along the highways. That drive on I-25, jam-packed in or out of downtown. Very heavy stop-and-go speeds. South on I-25, loaded up in the tech center from Hamden on down to Lincoln Avenue. Very heavy. Getting better. Construction down near Ridgegate. All lanes there have opened. Lakewood Drive, a new accident westbound 6th Avenue near the Perry Street Bridge. That's in the left lane. That is past Federal, solid from the I-25 interchange. C-470 out near Alameda. That accident has been cleared. Denver's forecast. Cloudy skies tonight, low 44. Tomorrow, sunny, little windy with high near 69. Sunny skies for the weekend. Right now, 71 degrees. For the traffic and weather, I'm Susan Phelan, 630 KHOW.
This report is brought to you by Staples. Staples can help your business stand out with custom printed signs, banners, and brochures. Now at Staples, get $5 off your next print and marketing services purchase when you spend $50 or more. Standout materials equals outstanding results. Offer in-store only, ends 3/24. Exclusions apply. Staples.
Hey, it's Michael Brown here. You know, in this crazy housing market, you find a house that you want, and then, you know what? Multiple offers all in one day on the same house. So instead of buying an existing house, you can have a brand new custom-built home from the Hall Company. Now, I know you hear custom-built and you think expensive, but whether you're looking for 1,500 square feet or 15,000 square feet, the Hall Company will help you find your ideal piece of land, design the home with you, and then build it. You get what you want, not what somebody else had. The Hall Company can even help you find the land if you want to build the house yourself. And of course, they can help you secure financing. So instead of getting what somebody else liked, Get a home that's just what you want. Check out their work at denvercustomhomebuilder.biz. That's denvercustomhomebuilder.biz. Or do this. Call Dave Hall, the owner. He actually answers his phone, and he'll answer your questions. Call or text him at 303-669-0531. That's 303-669-0531, and just have a conversation about the dream home that you've always wanted.
Life Certain Wealth Strategies provides financial planning with a focus on forward-looking tax mitigation strategies for those in or near retirement in Colorado. Life Certain Wealth Strategies. Discover the fiduciary difference. Visit lifecertain.com today to begin your planning.
Are you embarrassed by your smile? Are you unable to eat the foods you love, afraid to laugh, afraid to live a normal life, even afraid to go out in public? Dr. Barrett's with Barrett's Dental here. I believe that you deserve a smile that you can be proud of so you can live your life the way you want, with the peace of mind that you can smile without embarrassment and that your mouth is healthy. At Barrett's Dental, we want to help you get your life back. I invite you to my office for a free consultation where you can find out for yourself if you are comfortable at Barrett's Dental. We offer total dental solutions, meaning we can handle all of your dental care in one convenient location without referring you all over town. If you feel safe at Barrett's Dental, it's the last place you'll need to visit to get the care you need. Is the condition of your mouth causing you to live a life of quiet desperation? Call me. I'll take great care of you.
If you're looking for a safe place to take care of all your dental needs, call Barrett's Dental at 303-731-1308 or visit denverdentist.com.
Don't get caught with your temps down. Get that $39 comprehensive air conditioning tune-up. Multi-point check from Plumline Services. The airflow, the blower assembly, thermal efficiency, thermostats, connections, fuses, motor, connections and contacts, condensers, and any recommended repairs. And a no-breakdown guarantee. $39. Plumline Services, 303-562-0439. That's 303-562-0439. PlumlineServices.com.
Find your next vacation at the Denver Travel and Adventure Show. Explore thousands of vacation options from top destinations from around the globe. Meet travel experts Rick Steves, the booze traveler Jack Maxwell, and Peter Greenberg. Save big with show-only specials and enjoy hands-on activities. Fun for the whole family March 24th and 25th at the Colorado Convention Center. Get tickets now at travelshows.com. That's travelshows.com.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram call it the Spring Savings Event, but MedVet calls it the MedVet Massive Markdown Sale. And while everyone else is worried about their basketball brackets, smart folks are headed to MedVet Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Castle Rock to save thousands on rows and rows of new Ram trucks, including 4x4s and crew cabs. Plus, enjoy incredible leasing opportunities on new 2018 Jeep Compass and Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, and more. In fact, there are rebates and incentives on just about everything at MedVet. And check out the MedVet Mile, Colorado's longest outdoor off-road test track. Just go to MedVetChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com and click on the big yellow specials button. MedVet puts a premium on speed, ease, and efficiency. You'll never have a better car or truck buying experience. That's why most of their customers are return customers. Your bracket is blown anyway. Go to the MedVet Massive Markdown Sale and save thousands. MedVet Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, just minutes south of Lincoln on the I-25 corridor to part the 181 ramp, Castle Rock.
Save more with Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Hey, what are you doing up here on the roof? I want to tell the world I just met the woman of my dreams. Well, what about you? I want to tell the world that Liberty Mutual saved me $782. Liberty did what? They saved me $782. Oh, you go first then. $782 really puts finding love into perspective.
Visit us online to get a quote, and you could save $782. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Based on a recent countrywide new customer survey, coverage is underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company, Equal Housing Insurer.
When it comes to hiring, you don't have time to waste. You need to get to a short list of qualified candidates fast. That's why you need Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions based on your job requirements. Then zero in on qualified candidates using our intuitive online dashboard. Your time is precious. Let Indeed help you get to your short list of qualified candidates. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire. Search for greatness. Search Indeed.
Tom Martino, the troubleshooter. Tomorrow morning at 10.
Cars, the second biggest investment we make. So let's talk all about them. Coming up on the Troubleshooter Show tomorrow at 10.
Troubleshooter Tom Martino on 630 KHOW.
Drew, I've got so much material to get to today. And I know you didn't expect this many clips for a Thursday, did you?
No.
Because that usually starts to drop off.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, I got to get busy. But the problem is, a listener who will go unnamed, this person has emailed me before, so I know this is legit, says, I haven't had much time to listen lately. So you know what? We're going to ding him. In fact, send him a bill for today's program. Haven't had much time to listen lately, so if you've covered, I'm sorry. But otherwise, a topic? Oh, damn right it's a topic. Apparently, REI issued a statement. Out Vista Outdoor, a supplier of theirs. It says, or it states as follows. REI does not sell guns. Shazam. I didn't know REI ever sold guns, but REI does not sell guns. We believe that is the job of companies that manufacture and sell guns and ammunition. No, we believe that it is the job of companies that manufacture and sell guns and ammunition to work towards common sense. Oh my God, I am going. You know, Drew, I'm actually in a really good mood today. But this language is about cardiac infarction right here. REI does not sell guns, but we believe that it is the job of companies that manufacture and sell guns and ammunition to work towards common sense solutions that prevent the type of violence that happened in Florida last month. In the last few days, we've seen such action from companies like Dick's Sporting Goods and Walmart, and we applaud their leadership. This week, we have been in active discussions with Vista Outdoor, which has recently acquired several companies that are longtime partners of REI. These include Hero, Bell, Camelback, Camp Chef, and Blackburn. Vista also owns Savage Arms, which manufactures guns, including, and I don't know why this is in quotes, modern sporting rifles, close quote. This morning, we learned that Vista does not plan to make a public statement that outlines a clear plan of action. As a result, we have decided to place a hold on future orders of products that Vista sells through REI while we assess how Vista proceeds. Companies are showing they can contribute if they are willing to lead. We encourage Vista to do just that. Whereupon, my faithful listener wrote the following letter to REI. Dear REI Board, I have been a buying or a member of REI since the early 1970s. It has become increasingly difficult for me to support buying anything at REI. I have been a 3-time NOLS grad, taught in the Boulder Mountaineering School of the Colorado Mountain Club, and have been involved in the outdoors in a light imprint LNT manner since my leave nothing behind, since my first NOLS course in 1973. I first became concerned when I realized that you are paying huge salaries to the executives at REI, returning only a small fraction to members, and not paying federal taxes since you are a cooperative nonprofit. You are competing unfairly with small local businesses, who even in Boulder have been struggling. Sorry, the local store started by Jerry Cunningham went out of business when REI moved into Boulder. They paid income taxes. You don't. Then your executives moved from simply supporting the outdoors to a broader agenda, including an agenda against fossil fuels. Just try selling. I love this sentence. This makes up for the crap in the early paragraph that they put out. Just try selling all of the gear you do with all the Jet A your employees burn buying goods from the East, which puts U.S. manufacturers out of business as well. Just think, there's an REI right over here off I-25 and somewhere between Arapahoe and Orchard, I think. It's not just the Jet A they use to get the products into the United States. It's getting the products distributed in the United States. Hell, it's just getting the products distributed from a warehouse in Seattle to elsewhere in the United States. They burn a lot of fossil fuels, yet REI is opposed to fossil fuels. Can you spell the word hypocrite? The final straw was from your anti-gun posture. I personally don't hunt, but I eat meat, and I enjoy it. I come from a family of hunters and sport shooting individuals. Thus, your new, quote, virtue posturing, he deserves a golf clap for that one, regarding Vista Outdoor is simply untenable. Frankly, go pound sand. Please remove me from your membership roll and remove all personal identifiable information from your customer records, including any virtual or information processing records. Oh, Lord. You know, the Obama's last EPA administrator, what was her name? She was the former CEO of the REI cooperative. I hadn't thought much about REI. I, too, have been a member of the co-op for decades. But I've made up my mind. Based on Kirk, I won't give his last name, based on Kirk's letter, I'm done. I'm over it. I go back to what I said at the beginning of this program. Every single dollar that you spend, I don't care if you spend it at McDonald's, Walmart, Costco, REI, Dick's, or Citigroup, you vote. You approve of whatever dumbass company policies they have. You approve by giving them your hard-earned money. You know, God says we're supposed to be good stewards of our gifts. And I consider the salary that I earn, the endorsement fees that I earn, the speaking fees that I earn, I consider all of those things to be gifts. By using my gifts, I get compensated quite handsomely, by the way. And I think that, well, REI, in fact, well, I don't have it here because I don't carry my REI membership card around. But when I get home, maybe that'll be a YouTube segment for tomorrow, Drew. I'll bring my REI card in, and I don't have any. I wish I had a Citigroup card. I could cut it up on air too. Be a good steward of whatever money you have. And I know there are a lot of other mountain stores and outdoor good stores that you can go to besides REI. They're anti-gun, they're anti-hydrocarbons. They're not helping the people that are working in the oil fields. Think about that.
From the Fox Business Network. You want to see what uncertainty can do to the market? Then take a look at this. Worries about a potential trade war and President Trump's top personal lawyer resigning, helping the Dow tank more than 700 points, is now below 24,000. And in official correction territory, which means a 10% drop from its recent high. The NASDAQ and S&P 500 also getting hammered. Meanwhile, Taco Bell is looking to live Moss at supermarkets beginning in May. The fast food chain will offer tortilla chips and grocery and convenience stores. The flavors, which are inspired by its famous sauces, will include fire, classic, and mild. Workers might want to find better excuses for being late. A new survey from Career Builders unveiling some bizarre ones, including these doozies. My fake eyelashes were stuck together. I accidentally drove to my old job, and my dog ate my work schedule. I got to teach my dog to do that. With the Fox Business Report, I'm Charles Payne.
At Progressive, we think your floral boutique is the bee's knees. In fact, it's all the bee's knees in every hive of bees in all the trees from here to Belize. Please, everyone agrees. You deserve the expertise of Progressive Business Insurance, with over 40 years of experience helping busy bees and their knees glide with ease like a gentle breeze. So whether you're a worker bee, a queen, or none of these, buzz over to progressivecommercial.com if you please. Faster than a bee's knees as he pollinates the leaves of 3 trees. Progressive Casualty Insurance and Affiliates.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
Heavy and slow traffic continues this afternoon. Boulder Turnpike, a new accident on eastbound 36 near Sheridan. Sounds like left lanes are affected there. Jammed up from Wadsworth, sluggish on over to I-25. Jam ups on I-25 downtown at the Tech Center, very heavy. That Lakewood Drive along westbound 6th Avenue. It's an accident near the Perry Bridge. That's out past Federal, running solid from I-25. And south on I-25, jammed up through the Tech Center, heading down to Lincoln Avenue. Construction to Ridgegate has been cleared. Know your route ahead of time with Total Traffic app powered by Traffic Karma. Denver's forecast overnight, cloudy skies, low at 44. Tomorrow sunny but breezy with high near 69. Right now 70 degrees. For the traffic and weather, I'm Susan Thielen, 630 KHOW.
Staples can help your business stand out with custom printed signs, banners, and brochures. Now at Staples, get $5 off your next print and marketing services purchase when you spend $50 or more. Standout materials equals outstanding results. Offer in-store only, ends 3/24. Exclusions apply. Staples.
Student loans, car loans, high-interest credit card loans, debt adds up for all of us, but there are ways around it. Hey guys, it's Ross Kaminsky for my friends at American Financing, and I'm here to remind you that refinancing your home loan is an easy way to save a lot of money. Think of it this way. A lower interest rate means lower monthly bill payments, and mortgage interest rates are far more competitive than a student loan or credit card rate. I'm talking rates in the low single digits versus rates in the high double digits. Why wouldn't you consolidate that high interest debt by refinancing your mortgage? You'll speak with a salary-based mortgage consultant who will customize a loan to fit your needs. They're already saving customers up to $1,000 a month, plus there are no upfront fees at American Financing. You could close on your new loan in as fast as 10 days and may be able to postpone up to 60 days of mortgage payments. Get in touch with American Financing at 303-695-7000 or online at americanfinancing.net.
NMLS 182334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate. Don't miss the Trading Group Show, Sundays at 3 p.m. on 630 KHOW. If you want to learn how to make money in the stock market, the Trading Group Show, Sundays at 3, or call 888-959-4004 for a free demo.
Ovation Hair says it's time to give yourself a special treat, the treat of great-looking, healthy hair. With Ovation's anniversary sale, the treat just got better, with 20% off your entire order. The one-of-a-kind Ovation Cell Therapy is proven to deliver thicker, stronger, longer, and healthier-looking hair, guaranteed or your money back. Its unique and proprietary formula treats the scalp and hair cuticle, resulting in 80% less breakage and increased hair strength. I'm always giving it to friends and family because it really works. Ovation is friend recommended, buyer approved, and Ovation guaranteed, or your money back, because Ovation really works. To treat yourself to shiny, silky, bouncy hair just in time for spring, plus receive your 20% off your entire order for the Ovation Anniversary Sale, go to ovationhair.com to check out their complete line of products. Join hundreds of thousands of satisfied customers worldwide. Go to ovationhair.com. That's ovationhair.com now.
Please welcome to the stage the termite.
Is this on? You tell me, what is the deal with bark? That's right. How much I gotta chew to get to the good part of the wood. It's like filling up on a salad. I'm no model.
Termites aren't funny. Losing the equity in your home won't have you busting a gut. Visit Orkin.com to schedule an inspection and get 15% off.
A good night's sleep starts with the right pillow. That's where MyPillow comes in, and we're excited to announce the new 4-pack special. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the 4-pack special tab, and save 50% off the 4-pack, which includes 2 MyPillow premiums and 2 Go Anywhere pillows. Use promo code SKY at checkout or call 1-800-635-1825. That's 1-800-635-1825. Or go to MyPillow.com, click the 4-pack special tab, and use promo code SKY at checkout.
The Glenn Beck Program.
What are the numbers on toasters for? I want my toast 5 dark. No, that's not what it is.
Listen.
It's the number of minutes.
And learn.
Okay, so I've set it on. I put it on 1 number of doneness. No show is giving you this today. You could listen all around, and everyone will, they're talking Israel, whatever.
Weeknights at 7 on 630 KHOW.
Oh, 1 minute exactly.
You shouldn't. This is probably the night that we should not have let them listen to our off-air conversations.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
Faux show.
This would have not been the night to experiment on that.
Would have been entertaining for everybody, though.
We need a instead what we should do is get somebody that can come in and sign our conversations.
That's a good idea.
Isn't that a great idea?
Yeah.
Then we'd have to have somebody that understands that certain word. I mean, I assume you can ASL that there is finger hand movement for every word we used, which I'd like to see the hand movement for some of those words that we use.
Especially your word of the day today.
The word of the day, I'd like to see that one. What you described to me that you were apparently joking about watching on ESPN2, I'd like to see that word. I'd like to see that corn harvest and hole digger in a ASL sign language. Yeah.
I'm actually shocked that none of your YouTube watchers have
lip reading
are experienced lip readers.
Well, I thought we were taking it down. I thought you were putting up the.
Oh no! I only do that at the top of the hour when you go for your bathroom break.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So people don't get to enjoy watching my fat ass get up out of the chair to go take a whiz.
Every once in a while when I forget, they get to enjoy that. But
yeah, I should put a sign on my butt. Something that says pee time or something. I don't know.
You should put the picture of Angie on your back so people can see Angie walking away.
That would piss her off so much. That's worth it right there. Hang on, can you talk for a moment? Just talk, so we don't go off. So we don't lose our.
You just want me to keep talking?
Yeah, just
all right. Just keep talking while you get the
right.
picture out. No, I think that'd be the best part of the whole thing is if you put it on your back, or we need to just find a way to incorporate Angie into the show. And
because I learned in my BPM class that if there's no sound, that's why when you do a pregnant pause, you can't do it for more than 6 seconds, because then that will screw up your quarter-hour meter reading.
What the heck is a pregnant pause?
Like when I make a really strong point or I'm really mad about something and I stop.
When do you ever make a strong point?
I don't care. Let everybody else see it. In case for all of you like me who are missing my real producer, here. Just enjoy this.
The real producer, that hurts.
The sad part is she could whip both our asses.
Oh, without question.
One arm tied behind her back. She could whip us both. That's why it's so easy to make fun of her when she's gone.
I know. We wouldn't do it with her here.
Oh, are you kidding? Well, never mind. I'm trying to set Angie up for an encounter. I'm not a dating encounter, but just an encounter where she's going to just take somebody and just probably bring them very close to death. Don't you think?
Isn't she like an MMA fighter now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you see her with the black eye?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that guy, big doo doo.
Yeah.
Big doo doo. So I'm just thinking that maybe somebody could, in the land of me #MeToo, come in and give her I think I'm going to say Angie needs a big hug. Go in and give Angie a big hug because she loves to be touched like that. And then problem solved.
Love where your head's at.
So I've told you a few times before. I wake up every morning, and in my inbox, in my iHeartMedia inbox, there are usually, not exaggerating, probably on average somewhere between 75 and 100 pitches. And every pitch, somebody's got a book, somebody's got, you got to interview this person. Oh my God, this person is just the best person you got to interview. Well, I got one yesterday I meant to mention. Because I don't need to there's 2 points to this email. One, it's funny, the subject matter. And 2, why do I need to interview the doctor that they want me to interview? Because they spell out in the email every single point that they would make in the interview. Why you should not friend the boss so just remember, Drew, well, I guess I'm not technically your boss, although, I really am. Why you should not friend the boss and the risks of social media to your career. Interviews are available with a workplace consultant. Should you accept a friend request from the person who is responsible for paying your salary? And then they go on to give this person's name. And here are the points they would make. If they happen to be a blood relative, that's the only time you should ever friend your boss. For the sake of your career, the less your boss knows about what you do outside of work, the better off you are. And quite frankly, the less I know about what the boss does off work, I think the better off I am. In fact, there are things that go on outside that I wish I didn't know. Don't ever, and then ever in all words, don't ever give your boss the opportunity to judge you for anything beyond how well you do your job. Number 3, if you choose to friend your boss, you're giving them access to elements of your personal life, and they may choose to not promote you or possibly fire you based on this. Your boss may be jealous of whom your spouse is or your living arrangements. Your boss may see pictures of you having a fun time and feel that they are a misrepresentation of the company. Also, I strongly recommend that you do not friend co-workers whom you are not 100% comfortable with. That means you and I can't be friends, Drew, because I'm only like 2% comfortable with you.
It's 2% more than I thought you would be.
Well, earlier this week it was up at 8%, but as the week
How's it
went on,
fallen?
It's fallen off about 3 or 4 points this week. In today's ultra-competitive workplace, some people will do anything to get ahead, including capitalizing on any personal information they may have on you and using it in a negative fashion. And then there's a paragraph or a parenthesis that says, or your producer may actually turn your microphone on when you don't realize it's on, and certain words will go out over the air that will get you in trouble with the FCC.
I would never do that.
It's right there. It says it right there in this thing. My recommendation, finally, is to keep your personal social media as far away from the workplace as possible, and keep your face-to-face socializing as far away from the workplace as well. Your true and trusted friends are who they are because you can be 100% comfortable in their presence and no worry about being judged. Maybe you are a friend, because I don't worry about being judged by you.
No.
And quite frankly, I just don't give a rat's ass if you do judge me. Because you know what? I judge you every single day. What you're wearing, when you get up and you walk off and I'm trying to talk to you, the way you screw up the bumper music, the YouTube, you don't have the volume right. I mean, what do you do right when I think about it?
Clearly nothing.
Clearly nothing. And you thought this week was a long week. Don't shake your head at me like that. Just don't friend your boss. That wise advice right there.
From the L&L Heating and Air Conditioning Traffic Center.
Heavy traffic continues across the highways. Boulder Turnpike, latest trouble spot. Eastbound 36 approaching Sheridan. That's an accident. Express lane is blocked off. Trying to stop and go from Flatiron. Second accident near Sheridan. That one's on the shoulder. Cost you a little bit of time. Get to the right side of the highway to get by this. I-25 jammed up and right at downtown through the tech center. Very heavy. And that Lakewood Drive. Cleaning up an accident westbound 6th Avenue near the Perry Bridge. That's out past Federal. Thus back up solid to Calumet. Generous forecast tonight, cloudy skies, low of 44. Tomorrow will be sunny but windy at times with a high near 69. Right now, 67 degrees. With the traffic and weather, I'm Susan Thielen, 630 KHOW.
This report is brought to you by Staples. Staples can help your business stand out with custom printed signs, banners, and brochures. Now at Staples, get $5 off your next print and marketing services purchase when you spend $50 or more. Standout materials equals outstanding results. Offer in-store only, ends 3/24. Exclusions apply. Staples.
Hey, it's Michael Brown here. You know that I'm a lawyer, so I've got strong opinions about lawyers. I'd never call a lawyer that advertises with a funny nickname or has an ad that shows hundreds of associates that are, well, you and I both know are overworked and underpaid. If me, Tamara, or any of my children or friends were involved in an accident and we needed an attorney, you know what I'd do? I'd call John Fuller at John Fuller Law. Now, his firm is effective and efficient. He doesn't look for hundreds of cases, but instead he looks for cases involving people like you and me, and then he and his staff give you personal attention. The insurance companies are always looking for a very quick settlement at the least cost to them. and then they try to catch you at your most vulnerable time when you or your family are hurting. So I want you to do what I would do. I want you to call John Fuller. Check him out at personalinjuryco.com. That's personalinjuryco.com, or give him a call, 303-597-4500, 597-4500.
When it comes to finances, how do you make sense of it all? Listen to Financial Engine's Investing Sense for help in making sense of your investments, retirement, Social Security, and much more. Financial Engine's Investing Sense, every Saturday morning at 6, or visit investingsense.com.
Hi, this is Dave Logan. In today's online world ruled by anonymous online reviews, it can be really tough to show customers the values that make your business unique. With Team Dave Logan, we connect you with those that value your honest, quality-focused business approach. From home products to automotive needs to legal services, we know you've dedicated your life to becoming a hard-working front-range business. So call us today at 303-331-3000, 303-331-3000. We'd like you to be a part of Team Dave Logan.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram call it the Spring Savings Event, but MedVet calls it the MedVet Massive Markdown Sale. And while everyone else is worried about their basketball brackets, smart folks are headed to MedVet Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Castle Rock to save thousands on rows and rows of new Ram trucks, including 4x4s and crew cabs. Plus, enjoy incredible leasing opportunities on new 2018 Jeep Compass and Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, and more. In fact, there are rebates and incentives on just about everything at MedVet. And check out the MedVet Mile, Colorado's longest outdoor off-road test track. Just go to MedVetChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com and click on the big yellow specials button. MedVet puts a premium on speed, ease, and efficiency. You'll never have a better car or truck buying experience. That's why most of their customers are return customers. Your bracket is blown anyway. Go to the MedVet Massive Markdown Sale and save thousands. MedVet Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, just minutes south of Lincoln on the I-25 corridor to part the 181 ramp, Castle Rock.
Americans are always on the move. They're in their car or at the office or working around the house. Americans refuse to sit still. So how do you connect with all those moving targets? Easy. With radio. Radio reaches 93% of Americans every week, more than Google, Facebook, and even television. But hey, who has time to sit and watch TV? So when you want to connect with all those constantly moving adults, teens, and millennials, get to iHeartMedia.com and put AM/FM radio to work for your company.
Disney on Ice presents Frozen.
Elsa? Do you want to build a snowman?
Join Anna, Elsa, and Olaf. Be a part of all the adventure, all the moments, and see Mickey, Minnie, Buzz, the Disney princesses, and more live on ice when Disney on Ice presents Frozen, the show worth melting for. Tickets start at $15. Restrictions and additional charges may apply. Coming to Denver Coliseum April 5th through 8th.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, I can recommend no one better than Frank Duran, the real estate man, part of RE/MAX Alliance. He's proven time and time again he can often sell homes quicker and for more money than the asking price. Call Frank Duran for a free market evaluation and see what he can do for you. Buying or selling, go with Frank Duran, the real estate man. 303-920-1622 or frankduranhomes.com.
Attention shoppers, clean up on aisle 14. Clean up on aisle 14. Someone dropped a jar of pickles. Kosher pickles.
Beatboxing at a big box store. Surprising. What's not surprising? How much you could save by switching to Geico.
A red minivan has the lights on in the parking lot.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Geico.
When you're hiring, you don't want to sort through dozens of irrelevant resumes. You want an efficient way to get to a short list of qualified candidates. That's why you need Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions based on your job requirements. Then zero in on qualified candidates using our intuitive online dashboard. Discover why 3 million businesses use Indeed for hiring. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire.
VHS tape of Garth Brooks singing at, can't remember the name of the bar in Stillwater, before he became famous. One of my cousins was good friends with him. I guess they're still good friends. And so when he'd go to this bar in Stillwater and sing, my cousin would have one of those gigantic camcorders, that's about the size of a shipping freight.
Yeah, like the RCA ones or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. They're about this big. You lug them around. And he gave me a VHS tape one time of Garth singing in this basement of this bar.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I got to find it. What am I going to do with it?
When was the last time you actually watched a VHS tape?
I don't know. I like the sound of the tape going into the machine.
And rewinding and fast forwarding.
You know what? Yes, I like that. I like that sound. And I also like the sound of the dial-up modem.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of miss the dial-up modem.
The old AOL kind of sound.
Oh, the AOL thing. And all the AOL discs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh. Made great coasters. You could use them anywhere for a coaster. YouTube is jumping on the gun control. I made a comment that I was going to make a finger gun on YouTube and see if I got banned, channel got banned. But then Velvet Media be mad at me because I keep getting banned everywhere I go, so I won't do that. Bloomberg reports, YouTube, a popular media site for firearms enthusiasts and Michael Brown fans. By the way, help us get to 1,500. YouTube.com/Michael Brown today. Subscribe. And didn't Will promise he was bringing crowns for us today?
He did. He must be stuck in traffic.
He's a lying sack of poop. Have you seen crowns?
No. However, I did see a report that it was like a 75-minute drive from some parts of town.
Well, he should have gotten a police escort. Don't they know who I am? YouTube, a popular media site for firearm enthusiasts, this week quietly introduced tighter restrictions on videos involving weapons, becoming the latest background in the U.S. gun control debate. YouTube will ban videos that promote or link to websites selling firearms and accessories, including bump stocks, which allow a semi-automatic rifle to fire faster. You know, good for Bloomberg. At least they didn't make up some crap about a bump stock turning a semi-automatic weapon into an automatic weapon. YouTube said it will prohibit videos with instructions on how to assemble firearms. The video site, owned by Alphabet, Google, has faced intense criticism for hosting videos about guns, bombs, and other deadly weapons, like axes. For many gun rights supporters, YouTube has been a haven. A current search on the site for how to build a gun yields, Drew, how many, if you searched on YouTube for youtube.com/Michael Brown today, no, but if you searched for how to build a gun, what do you think the search result number is? I should have looked this before I read it.
You should have. In fact, I'm going to do it right now.
25 million.
Wait, sorry, 25 million?
Million, according to Bloomberg. Though that does include items such as toys. At least one producer of a gun video saw its page suspended this week. Another channel opted to move its videos to an adult content. You know, that's what we're missing. We need to move the show to an adult content site and then charge people. The National Shooting Sports Foundation called YouTube's new policy worrisome. You know what I call it? Typical. I don't know why, and I know that most of you are simpatico with me on this, but there is truly the battle for Second Amendment is not in the Congress. It is not in the state legislatures, although there were battles there for gun rights. The battle for gun rights is in the culture. It is REI, it's Citigroup, it's Dick's, it's all of these places that think that somehow by virtue signaling, they can put a stop to the Second Amendment. They are woefully misinformed. They are woefully mistaken. 300 million plus guns in the United States. You're not going to put that genie back in the bottle. I don't care what anybody says. Or you could be like San Francisco. You know, San Francisco has a problem with defecation. People pooping in the street. People urinating in the street. And so what do? They decide they're going to ban fur sales. All right. What's next? How about, you know, because they banned veal at one point. Well, they banned something else, I thought, too. Foie gras. Yeah. So at some point, you're going to just ban meat? Tyranny. The Marxist tyranny exists everywhere.
Come to Lady Luck Casino Blackhawk for the hottest games, tastiest food, and nonstop thrills. Get in the action with our $5 blackjack, $3 craps with 20 times odds, and over 400 slot machines. Plus, dine at Otis and Henry's restaurant to enjoy daily $7.77 blue plate specials, including smothered beef enchiladas, chicken pot pie, 99-cent Bloody Marys, and more. Plan your trip to Lady Luck Casino Blackhawk today. You must be 21. All terms, conditions, rewards, and benefits are subject to change or revocation without notice. Eligibility and exceptions apply. Table game limits subject to change. See official promotional rules. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
We got a problem, folks.
We all have problems.
I mean, how do you charge and don't do the work? This is wrong.
But there's someone who can help.
Now the guy's jig is up. We know about him. People beware.
Troubleshooter Tom Martino. Mornings at 10 on 630 KHOW.
This report is brought to you by Staples.
It'll be mostly cloudy tonight with an overnight low of 44. Sunny and windy tomorrow, a high of 70. Mostly sunny and 69 degrees on Saturday. 68 and mostly sunny for Sunday.
Staples can help your business stand out with custom printed signs, banners, and brochures. Now at Staples, get $5 off your next print and marketing services purchase when you spend $50 or more. Standout materials equals outstanding results. Offer in-store only, ends 3/24, exclusions apply. Staples.
This is Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station. With Ross Kaminsky mornings, Michael Brown afternoons, KHOW, Denver.
This is a Fox News alert. Another White House shakeup. I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News. President Trump naming his third national security advisor. Fox's Steve Rappaport has this live.
Lisa, President Trump tweeting former UN ambassador and Fox News contributor John Bolton will replace H.R. McMaster effective April 9th.
It's always an honor to serve our country, and I think particularly in these times internationally, it's a particular honor, so I'm still sort of getting used to it.
Bolton on Fox's The Story with Martha McCallum.
I have no doubt there's a lot of work to do, and so I'll be devoting myself to getting ready to fill in for HR.
Bolton is a foreign policy hawk advocating for regime changes in North Korea and Iran. He opposes the Iran nuclear deal, calling it a massive strategic blunder. Lisa?
Steve, it passed the House this morning. Now it's up to the Senate to pass a massive spending bill.
Senate Democratic Leader Chuck Schumer helped negotiate the bipartisan deal and emphasize some key components.
We Democrats are really happy with what we were able to accomplish on a number of priorities that Democrats have fought for all along. Infrastructure, education, opioid relief, and more.
Lawmakers are facing a Friday night deadline to get it done, but timing of a final passage vote in the Senate is unclear. South Dakota Republican Senator John Thune notes it is possible for any senator to slam on the brakes.
Fox's Mike Emanuel at the Capitol. If the measure isn't passed by midnight Friday, the government could shut down. The City of Atlanta's website targeted in a ransomware cyber attack. It was discovered early this morning.
This attack has encrypted some of the city data. However, we're still validating the extent of the compromise.
City COO Richard Cox, who says federal agents and private cybersecurity experts are working to fix the problem. Stocks with their biggest loss in 6 weeks, the Dow down 724 points. Fox News, fair and balanced.
I'm Jay Farner from Quicken Loans. Choosing the right mortgage lender means choosing more than just a rate. Does calling the company with 12 J.D. Power Awards for client service matter? Does calling the company that invented Rocket Mortgage, the industry's most innovative technology, matter? If working with America's #1 online lender matters to you, Call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com. That's 800-QUICKEN.
Equal housing lender, NMLS number 3030.
When you're hiring, you don't want to waste time sorting through dozens of irrelevant resumes. You want an efficient way to get to a short list of qualified candidates. That's why you need Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions based on your job requirements. Then zero in on qualified candidates using an intuitive online dashboard. Discover why 3 million businesses use Indeed for hiring. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire. Search for greatness. Search Indeed.
KHOW News Time, 6:03. I'm Kathy Walker. New info from the Census Bureau shows that El Paso County has grown the most in the past year, followed by Weld, Denver, and Douglas counties. Census numbers are up 12,500 in El Paso County. There are 10,000 more people in Weld and just under 10,000 new ones in Denver. Douglas County's census figure was up 7,500 people. All but 9 Colorado counties had population gains last year. In Boulder, the body of a 61-year-old Boulder man was found around lunchtime on the Mesa Trail near the Flatirons. The man was about a mile from the Bluebell shelter at Chautauqua Park. Emergency crews tried to revive the man, but say it appears his death was from natural causes. A study led by a CSU researcher says 1/3 of young adults have ridden with an impaired driver. The study also shows that young adults are more likely to ride with a driver impaired by marijuana than one who is drunk. The research is published in the Journal of Studies on Alcohol and Drugs. That's the latest. I'm Kathy Walker.
This report is brought to you by your local Ford store.
Good news up on the Boda Turnpike. A couple of accidents on eastbound 36 near Sheridan. All lanes have opened, cleaning up those accidents, running heavy from Flatirons over to Sheridan, but that is starting to get better. Also, an accident westbound 6th Avenue near the Perry Bridge. That's out past Federal, running heavy from I-25 on out past Federal. I-25, expect some stop and go. Still pretty heavy both directions in and out of downtown. Delays through the Tech Center. Backups on I-70 as well as 270. Denver's forecasts. Cloudy skies tonight, low 44. Tomorrow sunny, little breezy with high near 69. Right now 66 degrees. With the traffic and weather, I'm Susan Phelan, 630 KHOW.
All-wheel drive isn't all you get with a new Ford SUV. You'll get all the features that keep you safe, all the tech you want, and the value you need. It's all behind the wheel of a Ford SUV. Now get big cash back, low APR financing, or amazing lease offers only at your local Ford store.
Well, Mark Zuckerberg, finally publicly addressed Facebook's user data uproar in a post yesterday on Facebook. He said the company has already taken steps to address user privacy in recent years, and then made the statement, but we also made mistakes. There's more to do, and we need to step up and do it. So among the measures that they say that they're going to do, they say that they will investigate and look for any potential abuses of personal data by people that develop these apps that we talked about yesterday, or any developers that, have access to the data. And they will audit apps that are already there that display suspicious activity, and then they're going to notify the users that are affected. Now, I got a kick out of that last statement because when you think about it, that's like Experian or Equifax or one of the credit monitoring and reporting agencies telling you, oh yeah, there was a data breach, thought you should know about it. Or one of the credit card companies, oh yeah, we had our database breached and we want you to be aware of it. Well, thanks. Why didn't you keep it from happening in the first place? I mean, if it just saves one credit card user, it's worth it, right? So as I have said incessantly now for a week. I don't get what the stink is. Even when you listen to what he says, you have to realize there's nothing there. He was asked, I think this was on CNBC, but I may be wrong. It doesn't make any difference to me, so it shouldn't make any difference to you where it was. Nonetheless, it's Mark Zuckerberg trying to explain that when it comes to the Russians, what they were really trying to do was not affect an election, but...
Are you specifically seeing bad actors try to meddle with the U.S. election now?
I'm not 100% sure what that means, because I mean, it's not... I think that the candidates aren't all
Are you seeing anything new or interesting?
What we see are a lot of folks trying to sow division, right? So that was a major tactic that we saw Russia try to use in the 2016 election. Actually, most of what they did was not directly, as far as we can tell from the data that we've seen, was not directly about the election, but was more about just dividing people.
Now, shocker. You mean there's stuff going on Facebook that is meant to divide people? Have you read my Facebook feed? Have you read my Twitter feed? Have you read anybody's? Have you read your own? You have to be dead to not get that Facebook has pretty much devolved into about three things. I think it's old farts that like to play games, telling you that it's somebody's birthday, and then people that are on polar opposites of some issue bitching at each other about what one or the other happened to post. Oh, maybe four, memes. And the memes are a subset of number three, which is just posting something to piss somebody off. That pretty much sums up Facebook. So the examples that he gives.
And, so they'd run a group on, for pro-immigration reform, and then they'd run another group against immigration reform and just try to pit people against each other. And
wow. You mean the Russians figured out how to do that? Who taught them how to do that? Probably Democrats and Republicans, conservatives and liberals, probably just a bunch of yahoos on Facebook. I'm just astonished that this is such a big deal. And, maybe a week or 2 weeks from now, maybe a month from now or a year from now, I'll be eating my words and saying, oh my gosh, it was a huge deal. But if you understand anything about social media, it has become the one place where people, to some degree, get out of their echo chambers and they hear points of view that are opposite of what they believe. And so somebody will post something about immigration, either legal immigration or illegal immigration, and then all of their friends will come out of the woodwork commenting about how you're a stupid dirtbag or that's the most brilliant thing I've ever read. And that seems to be kind of the spread right there. You're either Albert Einstein or you are box of chocolates.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, thank you.
A lot of this was done with fake accounts that we can do a better job of tracing and using AI tools to be able to scan and observe a lot of what is going on. And I'm confident that we're going to do a much better job.
Then he says this, and before you, let me make sure, I want you to hear it first. He then says, if you're a business owner and you ever say this, I'll have you psychoanalyzed because there's something wrong with you, and I know what it is.
Given the stakes here, why shouldn't Facebook be regulated?
I actually am not sure we shouldn't be regulated. I think in general technology is an increasingly important trend in the world, and I actually think the question is more, what is the right regulation rather than yes or no, should it be regulated?
What's the right regulation?
Well, there's some basic things, then I think that there's some big intellectual debates. On the basic side, there are things like ads transparency regulation that I would love to see. Right? If you look at how much regulation there is around advertising on TV and print.
Actually, the only regulation I know around TV and print is primarily, the bulk of the regulations are about political advertising. You got to disclose, and and my name is Daffy Duck, and I approve this message. Then it really just gets down to basic, fairly simple statutes about truth in advertising. So what's he really asking for? He's asking, in a typical crony capitalist way, for the government to step in and regulate him and his platform. Because if he can make that happen, that will help create a barrier to further entry by other platforms who will not be able to meet the regulatory standards that the government imposes. Businesses do that all the time. Businesses go to Congress and say, hey, we need a regulation that does X, Y, Z. And Congress dutifully follows and does X, Y, Z without ever understanding the unintended consequences, in this case, the actual intended consequences, which is to stifle competition. So when he says, maybe we need something around advertising, well, that's really not what he wants. He wants the kind of regulation that is applied to like telecom and other things, so there creates a barrier to entry.
It's just not clear why there should be less on the internet, right? You should have the same level of transparency required. And I don't know if a bill is going to pass. I know a couple of senators are working really hard on this, but we're committed, and we've actually already started rolling out ad transparency tools that accomplish most of the things that are in all the bills that...
Okay, so explain to me then why it is that you say, on the one hand, we need government to force us to do this, to regulate the transparency of the ads on Facebook. But then in the same sentence, same breath almost, he says, but we're already implementing tools to make sure that we are transparent in our ads. You have to ask yourself, then why do you want regulation? It's nothing but a straw man.
This report is brought to you by Money Tree.
Well, the Turnpike looking a lot better. A couple of accidents on eastbound 36 near Sheridan. Those are gone. All lanes have opened. Traffic is still backed up, but that is a definite improvement. Jam ups continue on I-25 in and out of downtown. Northbound I-25 still real heavy from Colorado Boulevard. And that Lakewood Drive is jammed on westbound 6th from I-25 on out past Federal, cleaning up an accident near the Perry Bridge. A drive on C-470 looking much better, as well as 225. Then with forecast tonight, mostly cloudy, low 44. Tomorrow, sunny, little breezy with high near 69. Sunny skies over the weekend. Right now, 66. With the traffic and weather, I'm Susan Thielen, 630 KHAL.
At Money Tree, it's easy to get the cash you need when you need it. Stop by a Money Tree branch for a loan up to $500. Approval only takes minutes. Always use credit responsibly.
Your money in time.
Take it like it is and make it like you want it. You've heard that before, right? Well, that applies to your home too. But maybe you don't know exactly how to get it done or what the options might be. Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Kitchens and Baths, Windows and Doors. How about starting with a call to us? For over 30 years, our family company has been designing and completing first-rate kitchens and baths that, frankly, your neighbors would be jealous of. Where to start, Todd?
Dad, they just need to call us. We can help. And now's the time. At Done Right, we offer only the finest cabinet resurfacing, custom cabinets, tub and shower upgrades, and full kitchen and bath redesigns. Simply call us for a free in-home estimate, and you'll see how your unique kitchen and bath fantasies will become your reality.
Come on, folks, get her done. Once and for all. Kitchens, baths, counters, and floors, and even replacement windows and doors. You have our word, we'll treat you right at Done Right. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or drhi.com.
Life Certain Wealth Strategies provides financial planning with a focus on forward-looking tax mitigation strategies for those in or near retirement in Colorado. Life Certain Wealth Strategies. Discover the fiduciary difference. Visit lifecertain.com today to begin your planning.
Get a licensed plumber or HVAC tech in your home for just $39. A safe, complete, and predictable way to find out what's wrong. Just $39 by Fix It 24/7. If you have them do any of the needed repairs, that diagnostic fee is waived with upfront pricing before work begins. And you won't find anyone doing as much work for a lower price anywhere. 720-526-3939. 720-526-3939.
This is Greg Bennett, the Growth Coach Denver Tech, with your tip of the week on how to grow and improve your business. Ready? Don't simply set goals for your people. Build systems and processes that, when followed, will help them achieve those goals. Goals good, systems better. At the Growth Coach Denver Tech, we help you go to work on your business while you work in the business. To learn more about how we can help you grow and improve your business, visit us at thegrowthcoachdenvertech.com. Thegrowthcoachdenvertech.com.
You know, it seems that every day you hear somebody talking about the many potential positive effects of stem cells. Medical journals are filled with thousands of scientific papers about the health benefits that result from stem cell therapy. Grossman Wellness Center has been offering stem cell-based regenerative therapies to treat a multitude of orthopedic problems for almost a decade. This is longer than any other medical clinic in Colorado. So whether you suffer from plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, or even something more severe such as bone-on-bone arthritis, that's causing you considerable pain and interfering with your quality of life, I invite you to call my doctors at the Grossman Wellness Center. Schedule a free initial consultation with one of their board-certified physicians. Call them today at 303-233-4247 and tell them Michael Brown sent you for a free initial consultation. Call Grossman Wellness Center today at 303-233-4247. You have nothing to lose but your pain.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram call it the Spring Savings Event, but MedVet calls it the MedVet Massive Markdown Sale. And while everyone else is worried about their basketball brackets, smart folks are headed to MedVet Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Castle Rock to save thousands on rows and rows of new Ram trucks, including 4x4s and crew cabs. Plus, enjoy incredible leasing opportunities on new 2018 Jeep Compass and Jeep Cherokees, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, and more. In fact, there are rebates and incentives on just about everything at MedVet. And check out the MedVet Mile, Colorado's longest outdoor off-road test track. Just go to MedVetChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com and click on the big yellow specials button. MedVet puts a premium on speed, ease, and efficiency. You'll never have a better car or truck buying experience. That's why most of their customers are return customers. Your bracket is blown anyway. Go to the MedVet Massive Markdown Sale and save thousands. MedVet Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, just minutes south of Lincoln on the I-25 corridor to part the 181 ramp, Castle Rock.
Save more with Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Hey, what are you doing up here on the roof? I want to tell the world I just met the woman of my dreams. What about you? I want to tell the world that Liberty Mutual saved me $782. Liberty did what? They saved me $782. Oh, you go first then. $782 really puts finding love into perspective.
Visit us online to get a quote, and you could save $782. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Based on a recent countrywide new customer survey, coverage is underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company, Equal Housing Insurance.
When it comes to hiring, you don't have time to waste. You need to get to a short list of qualified candidates fast. That's why you need Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions based on your job requirements. Then zero in on qualified candidates using our intuitive online dashboard. Your time is precious. Let Indeed help you get to your short list of qualified candidates. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire. Search for greatness. Search Indeed.
Tom.
When Barack Obama was running for president, Jim Messina, his campaign manager, and the father of his data mining operation, was very, very proud of that operation. And the media just fawned over it. Oh, look how brilliant they are. They're using social media to micro-target all the way down to even deeper than the precinct level. This is taking politics to a whole new level. We'll be able, and frankly, we are able now, to identify voters based upon their all of the buckets you can put them in, their demographics, their ethnicity, their likes, their dislikes, their purchasing habits, everything. And then you can do that geographically. You can micro-target a voter so precisely that you can send people out, if you have a good enough ground operation, to make sure that the people that you have identified that are likely or most likely to vote for you show up and actually vote. And in swing districts, that makes the difference between a win and a loss, the ground game. And of course, ballot security, but that's a topic for a different day. How proud were they of this? Well, once again, the interwebs are wonderful. Let's go in the Wayback Machine to 2012.
We built this thing called targeted sharing that took a year and way too much money, but it allowed us to use Facebook to persuade people. We spent $1 billion to figure out a simple truth. What your friends and family and neighbors say is more important to your consumer decisions and your political decisions than anything else.
Do you get what they just talked about? Jim Messina just said that spending way too much time and way too much money, they spent $1 billion, they figured out that the most influential factor about what you believe, how you think, how you vote is not advertising. It is what your friends that you are linked to think. So they did precisely what Cambridge Analytica did. They looked at an individual's personal data, and then they took the connections between that individual and all of their friends and connections and analyzed what they were thinking. What do Michael Brown's friends all think? What do they post? What does their personal data show? And so you can just imagine billions of concentric circles going around, connecting all this data around not just one individual, but millions of individuals. The only difference I can find between what Cambridge Analytica did and what the Obama campaign did was that Cambridge Analytica told Facebook that once the campaign was over, they had deleted all the data, or they'd sent all the data back to Facebook, or they had done whatever their agreement with Facebook required them to do, but they didn't. Well, that's a contractual matter. That's a contractual matter between Facebook and that developer, that user or purchaser of that data. It's no different than what Jim Messina is describing here. Listen to it closely.
We built this thing called targeted sharing that took a year and way too much money, but it allowed us to use Facebook to persuade people. We spent $1 billion to figure out a simple truth. What your friends and family and neighbors say is more important to your consumer decisions and your political decisions than anything else, because you're getting so much data thrown at you, because you're getting hundreds of millions of dollars of negative ads. So the final 6 days of the campaign, 6 million people logged on to Facebook through BarackObama.com, and they saw a 20-second Michelle Obama video, because everyone loves Michelle Obama. And at the end of the 20 seconds, we had matched our data with their data, and we gave them 5 of their best friends who were undecided voters and said, click here to send them a video, click here to send them information. Of those people, 78% of them voted for Barack Obama. We became the first presidential campaign since Richard Nixon to get a majority of the undecideds at the end.
And they won. And they won bigly. So Donald Trump appears to have tried to replicate that very same mechanism. And I would imagine, but for her dumbassery statements about other stuff, there would be some information coming out about the Clinton campaign doing exactly the same thing. So apparently it's okay for the Obama campaign and it's okay for the Clinton campaign to do that. But now we have this faux controversy between Cambridge Analytica and Facebook, which somehow they're now trying to tie to Donald Trump individually, which I just frankly don't get. I don't get what the hoopla is about. I don't get why everybody's on a tirade about this. If you're on Facebook and you don't think that your data's being mined every single day, you're nuts. If you are using a credit card, if you are going to the grocery store, if you are doing virtually anything, your data is being mined. It may be a single transaction, but you accumulate across a broad spectrum of the population 1 billion similar purchases, 1 billion similar transactions, and now you've got a common link between those billion individuals. And if that transaction is something that's important to you politically, or if you are an advertiser, you're selling a product or a service, that billion link of similar activity is a gold mine for you. It's a gold mine for me. I look at our reach on YouTube, which we're slowly growing, and the reach that we've had on Facebook. It gives me a whole other platform on which to spread my content. So I can take this base of radio, terrestrial radio, which is never going to go away. I don't care what the naysayers say. Radio's never going to go away. TV's never going to go away. The content, though, will be consumed across all these different platforms. Just like some people watch a little bit of regular TV and they listen to a little bit of radio and they watch some things online and they go to the movie theaters. Content becomes what's important. And you just have to be smart enough to make sure your content is where, in my case, the listeners are.
This is Denver's talk station. Glenn Beck is next after the news on 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station. KHOW, Denver.
From the L&L Heating and Air Conditioning Traffic Center.
Problems continues throwing up the highways north on I-25 approaching 104th. It's an accident. 2 right lanes, the north on I-25 blocked approaching 104th. Traffic stopped from 84th Avenue. Tough drive. Get to the left side of the highway. Avoid I-25. Use Washington or Huron. Boulder Turnpike looking a lot better. Those accidents eastbound 36 near Sheridan, those have been cleared. Second traffic, you might have seen it coming with Total Traffic app powered by Traffic Karma. Denver's forecast, cloudy skies tonight, low at 44. Sunny tomorrow and breezy, upper 60s. Right now, 66. With the traffic and weather, I'm Susan Thielen, 630 KHOW.
This report is brought to you by Staples. Staples can help your business stand out with custom printed signs, banners, and brochures. Now at Staples, get $5 off your next print and marketing services purchase when you spend $50 or more. Standout materials equals outstanding results. Offer in-store only, ends 3/24. Exclusions apply. Staples.
You know I'm a recovering lawyer, so I can speak with authority here. You know, I hope the day never comes that me or my wife are ever in a serious car accident and need a personal injury attorney. But should that day come, my expert, the guy that I would call, is John Fuller at Fuller Law. Now, John doesn't have a bunch of stupid nicknames, or 100 associates fresh out of law school. John Fuller works personally with every single one of his clients. Now, if you've had a recent accident, there's a good chance the insurance company has admitted fault or probably has even tried to make you an offer. That doesn't mean the offer is good or that they won't try to take advantage of you down the road. There's just too much at risk. If you need a personal injury attorney, you need John Fuller at Fuller Law. Call John right now at 303-597-4500 and just have a conversation. John's my expert, and it doesn't cost you a dime to talk about your case. So call John at 303-597-4500, 303-597-4500, or go online, personalinjuryco.com. personalinjuryco.com.
Celebrate our biggest savings of the year. It's the Champion Spring Celebration. It's our very best offer of the year. Buy 2 new Champion windows and get the third one free. Plus, get 20% off new Champion siding and sunrooms and 0 payments or interest for 12 months. Hi, this is Dave Logan, and Champion is the only window company that I personally endorse. Book your free appointment today online at getchampion.com. Experience lower energy bills, a more comfortable home, and huge home improvement savings with our best offer of the year online at getchampion.com. Buy 2 new Champion windows and get the third one free. Plus, get 20% off new Champion siding and sunrooms. Don't miss the Champion Spring Celebration. Book online at getchampion.com. That's getchampion.com.
The Champion limited lifetime warranty applies to Comfort 365 windows as long as the original purchaser owns the home. Subject to qualifying credit approval. Minimum purchase required. All discounts apply to our regular prices. Cannot be combined with other advertised offers. See store or website for details. As a marketer, you want to reach everyone. Adults, teens, millennials. But it's not like these groups all hang out in the same place, right? Actually, wrong. They're all right here, listening to radio commercials just like this one. Radio ads connect with 93% of Americans every week. That's more than Google, more than Facebook, more than TV. In fact, radio reaches 20% more millennials than TV. Want more of the people you want to talk to all in one place? You want to get to iHeartMedia.com and get AM/FM working for you.
Come to Lady Luck Casino Blackhawk for the hottest games, tastiest food, and nonstop thrills. Get in the action with our $5 blackjack, $3 craps with 20 times odds, and over 400 slot machines. Plus, dine at Otis and Henry's restaurant to enjoy daily $7.77 blue plate specials, including smothered beef enchiladas, chicken pot pie, 99-cent Bloody Marys, and more. Plan your trip to Lady Luck Casino Blackhawk today. Must be 21. All terms, conditions, rewards, and benefits are subject to change or revocation without notice. Eligibility and exceptions apply. Table game limits subject to change. See official promotional rules. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage? Well, soon you may be kicking yourself in the head. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial, and interest rates have gone up recently and will continue to rise, but they're still at historical lows. So don't delay. Let us lower your monthly payment, consolidate a first and second, pay off other debt, or drop you into a 15-year loan with no closing costs. That's right. Nothing's rolled into your loan. We'll pay for your appraisal, title, underwriting, settlement fee, everything. Do not miss out on this historic opportunity. Whether it's a purchase or refinance, you'll pay no closing costs. You won't spend a dime. Think about it. All it takes is a 5-minute phone call to find out how we can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. And by the way, Westland Financial now is proud to offer reverse mortgages for our clients over 62. So call us at 888-455-3669. The only way you can lose money is not to call Westland Financial. That's 888-455-3669. 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669.
NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
Get ready to start flipping houses overnight for a nice profit. The NV Real Estate Academy is now giving away their Fortunes and Flipping Kit for free. This kit has helped thousands of rookie investors just like you learn how to flip houses for large profits, and it can help you too. Call now to get your free kit and learn the secrets of flipping houses with other people's money, or partnering with the NV Real Estate Academy Network to get your deals funded. Plus, you'll get their new groundbreaking tax lien investment kit that'll show you how to earn government-secured returns up to 18% annually and how to buy highly discounted tax-delinquent properties. So if you're ready to make some extra cash, call 1-800-989-3394 now to get your free kit. Call 800-989-3394 now, and you'll also get free tickets to a live training with a free meal, a smartwatch, and a flash drive loaded with vital information. Plus, a national government auction list of properties for sale. All free just for attending. Call 800-989-3394. That's 800-989-3394. Call now.
It's late in the program, and I'm just getting around to what was probably topic A for most talk show hosts today. And there's a reason for that. The topic is the omnibus spending bill, $1+ trillion. Hey, trillion here, a trillion there. At some point, it doesn't make any difference whether it's 1.3, 1.8, 1.9. It doesn't make any difference. It's money we don't have. And I'm sure that most talk show hosts today ranted about we're spending money we don't have, that we are just being stupid and fiscally irresponsible, all of which is true. And in fact, I would say that if you listen to any other talk show today and they spend any amount of time on the omnibus spending bill, I could probably say, without hearing anything that any of them said, that I probably agree 100% with what indeed they did say. But there's something that I don't know that they talked about or not. So when I got over my anger about Republicans, in fact, let me just put it this way. Senator Bob Corker of Tennessee described it this way.
With an average increase in base spending of about $150 billion, when you multiply that times 10, that's $1.5 trillion. You know there's going to be increases over that 10-year period. And then if you look at the interest on the debt that it's going to create, it's about a $2 trillion. We're voting on a bill tonight or tomorrow that's going to add, there's no question, a minimum of $2 trillion in deficits over the next 10 years. What was fascinating during the month of December when we were dealing, let me stop for a second. Let me just go down the road. You know, there's a lot of discussions about the fact that maybe the Republican Party has lost its soul. A lot of discussions about that around the country, that maybe the Republican Party has lost its soul. I will say that for the Republican Party to have the presidency, and for the Republican Party to have the Senate, for the Republican Party to have the House of Representatives, and for us to be passing a bill today, obviously it couldn't happen without us. We control the agenda here. For us to be in a situation where we're getting ready to pass a bill that adds $2 trillion in deficits over the next 10 years, or sets the stage for that by passing the first 2 years with a huge increase in base spending with no offsets to speak of, does have to be a wake-up call to people as to whether that's the case. I mean, I can't imagine, for instance, had the 2016 election gone a different way and we had a Democratic president and we controlled the House and Senate, I cannot imagine us being in a situation where we would vote tonight or tomorrow for a bill that is going to add $2 trillion in debt without offsets. Matter of fact, I can just tell you absolutely that would not be the case.
It lost its soul a long time ago. I can't get worked up over it. There is a point where you just give up. Now, maybe Trump will surprise me. Maybe this president, who doesn't strike me at all as a fiscal conservative, will veto this bill. And if so, then I'll get excited. But he won't, and so I'm not excited. The Republican Party indeed has lost its soul. You can't put the blame for this on Donald Trump. This lies squarely on the shoulders of Paul Ryan and Mitch McConnell and every single member that votes for this piece of legislation. And I don't care what their excuse is. It doesn't make any difference anymore. Under the Constitution, the tax bills, revenue bills, these all originate in the House of Representatives. They have more than enough of a majority to do real reform. But here's what I'm guessing most talk show hosts did not discuss today. This bill, best I can garner from everything that I've read about it, is only through the end of the fiscal year, which means that on October 1 of 2018, the United States Congress, 1 month and X number of days before the midterm elections, which will determine whether or not we maintain control of the House and the Senate, will face a government shutdown. Republicans, unless they're just total dumbasses, have to have known this. And so, several things will happen in October, or shortly there before then. Democrats will demand and get whatever they want on DACA, on infrastructure, on social spending, whatever they want. And you know why? Because Republicans will be scared to death of a government shutdown just weeks before the midterm elections. I don't know who cuts I know who cuts the deals, but I don't know what they're thinking, because you just set up your own party for a crisis just prior to the midterm elections. I guess I shouldn't even care about that anymore. I guess I should just resign myself right now to we will probably lose the midterms. You can blame Donald Trump for part of that. You can blame the Republican Party for part of that. You can blame the Democrats. There's enough blame for everybody on this deal. I just can't get myself riled up to care anymore. We're on a fiscal path of calamity that clearly nobody, with maybe the exception of a few members of the Freedom Caucus, and maybe poor old Rand Paul, maybe Mike Lee, I don't know, fewer than what I can count on both hands, and I've got all of my digits, are actually going to stand up against this. So the spending will continue until October. Democrats didn't ask for anything in DACA. They didn't ask for anything. Whatever they did ask for, they got. And you know why? Because somewhere, somehow, somebody said, let's just run this through October. Let's don't take it past the election.
This report is brought to you by College Invest.
Late accident, the drive up north. It's a rollover car into the ditch on North I-25, approaching 104th. 2 right lanes are blocked off. Accident investigation. North I-25 is stopped from I-76, heading up to 104th. Try to avoid the highway if you can. Use Washington or Huron. If you're stuck in the jams, get to the left side of the highway. But that's a rollover North I-25, approaching 104th. Off highway accident, southbound Broadway, near Bellevue. Denver's forecast, cloudy skies tonight, low at 44. Tomorrow, sunny, little windy with high near 69. Sunny skies expected for the weekend. Right now, it's 66 degrees. With the traffic and weather, I'm Susan Phelan, 630 KO.
It's tax season, which could be saving season if you open a college savings account with College Invest. Not only will you be saving for college, you could earn a college income tax deduction for 2018. Celebrate the season. Start saving today at collegeinvest.org.
Michael Brown here for a great opportunity to reduce your reliance on energy companies. I want you to get to know Zoetic NRG. You know, a few years ago, I would not have endorsed a solar company, but today, Zoetic NRG has changed the business model. They've introduced a plan that includes a no money down option and converts what was once a liability into an asset. Like me, you may have had preconceived notions about solar energy. So let's dispel those. Today's solar panels and today's solar business is not what it used to be, which is why I endorse Zoetic NRG. One of my listeners recently bought a Zoetic NRG system and wrote to tell me just how happy they were with this solar project. Plus, when they put solar panels on your roof, they're going to insulate your attic and put in a smart home thermostat for free, saving you even more money. Call Zoetic NRG today at 888-637-4447. That's 888 888-637-4447 for a free quote. And when you call them, tell them Michael Brown sent you.
Hi, it's Mandy Connell. Join my friends Gary Bell and Brad Pollock for the Bell and Pollock Legal Show right here on KHOW every Saturday morning at 7. It's a live call-in show to give Coloradans like you free legal advice on any topic you'd like to discuss with them.
Ovation Hair says it's time to give yourself a special treat, the treat of great-looking, healthy hair. With Ovation's anniversary sale, the treat just got better, with 20% off your entire order. The one-of-a-kind Ovation Cell Therapy is proven to deliver thicker, stronger, longer, and healthier-looking hair. Guaranteed or your money back. Its unique and proprietary formula treats the scalp and hair cuticle, resulting in 80% less breakage and increased hair strength. I'm always giving it to friends and family because it really works. Ovation is friend recommended, buyer approved, and Ovation guaranteed, or your money back. Because Ovation really works. To treat yourself to shiny, silky, bouncy hair just in time for spring, plus receive your 20% off your entire order for the Ovation Anniversary Sale, go to ovationhair.com to check out their complete line of products. Join hundreds of thousands of satisfied customers worldwide. Go to ovationhair.com. That's ovationhair.com now.
A junk drawer. We all have one. It's full of all kinds of things. Batteries, paper clips, pens, markers, bits of string. Things that are useful on their own, but thrown together make a mess. Hi, this is Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, every Saturday here on 630 KHOW. It's easy to let our investments accumulate that same way. A stock here, an IRA there, multiple 401ks. Soon those investments start to look like that junk drawer in the kitchen. With multiple investment accounts, it's easy to lose sight of the big picture. Consolidating your investments can help keep your portfolio balanced and diversified. Need help evaluating your investments? Call today and let's talk about organizing that drawer. Call me, Linda Gardner, to schedule your complimentary, no obligation visit. 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604. Or reach out online, yourmoneyyourretirement.com. That's yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
Prices are for base buildings only, do not include windows, doors, or accessories. Attention all business owners who rent or lease space, including storage space. Stop wasting your money paying someone else for your space. You can now save a ton of money and own your own building with the incredible sale prices from General Steel. That's right, now you can save as much as half the time and cost of conventional construction and stop renting space from others. Just call 800-772-0514 to see how General Steel can help you save money. Our 50-year structural warranty buildings are custom designed for your needs. You can get a 40 by 60 foot building for less than $25,000 or a 50 by 100 clear span building for under $40,000. There's no wasted space and construction takes half the time. Call 800-772-0514. With strong construction spending and high demand, this special pricing will not last long. Call 800-772-0514 and get your options and pricing package on dozens of building options. Call 800-772-0514 and see how General Steel can save you money. Call 800-772-0514. That's 800-772-0514. 800-772-0514.
Hi, this is Dave Logan. You know, growing up here in Denver, I know that the Front Range has countless companies built on integrity and honesty, from home services to lawyers. As the population grows and companies move online, it's a little bit tougher now to build the trust that came from personal recommendations in the past. By joining Team Dave Logan, you're a part of a roster of pre-screened businesses that Colorado trusts. So call us today at Team Dave Logan, 303-331-3000 to become a trusted partner. 303-331-3000.
Get a licensed plumber or HVAC tech in your home for just $39. A safe, complete, and predictable way to find out what's wrong. Just $39 by Fix It 24/7. If you have them do any of the needed repairs, that diagnostic fee is waived with upfront pricing before work begins. And you won't find anyone doing as much work for a lower price anywhere. 720-526-3939. 720-526-3939.
Houston, Texas, we have a taxpayer relief shot tonight.
Detectives say this is a clear case of self-defense. A grand jury will ultimately decide that. That son telling investigators here on scene he had no other choice. Harris County Sheriff's detectives taking this mother back inside her home. This after they say she survived a violent attack from her own husband, left with bruises and a limp when it was all said and done. Detectives say it all started this evening at the family's home here on Woodburn when the woman's 47-year-old husband started beating her.
The husband was armed with the pistol, was threatening to shoot his wife.
Sergeant Bell says that's when the couple's 23-year-old son stepped in to defend his mom.
Wow. This is a extraordinarily classic taxpayer relief shot. Kid kills his father to stop him from killing his mother. Hey, men, now you know where you rank in the hierarchy with your children. Yep. Wife beaters, dirtbags.
Dad wouldn't stop the violence. According to deputies, the son fought with his dad, who still had his gun, before shooting and killing him with one shot. Investigators on the case tell me as of now that son will not face any charges due to the circumstances, citing self-defense.
Yep. Littlefield, Texas, taxpayer relief shot.
We begin with developing news out of Littlefield, where this evening an investigation into a deadly officer-involved shooting continues. The shooting followed a triple stabbing when the officer responded to the call. Now the Texas Rangers are involved in leading the investigation.
You know, they don't always involve guns. I mean, clearly here the cop used his gun. But where's the outcry for knife control?
KCBD News Channel 11's Matt Ruiz is in Littlefield this evening. He joins us now with the very latest. Matt?
Thanks, Karen. A little over an hour ago, we learned the names of the suspects and the victims involved in the triple stabbing. Around 9 a.m. this morning, Littlefield PD responded to a call at the Our Place Community Center for a student stabbing a teacher. The suspect, a GED student, 18-year-old Angel Uola, reportedly began stabbing members of the Laguna Park Community Center. 3 stabbing victims were reported: 75-year-old Gene Bartley, 38-year-old Oneida Lopez, and 18-year-old Omar Flores. A fourth, 58-year-old Mary Lupe Garcia, was taken to the hospital to be treated for shock. When officers arrived at the scene, the suspect fled from the community center on foot. After refusing officers' verbal commands to drop the knife, the suspect was shot and killed. And we'll have the full story coming up here at 10.
Yep, got to stay tuned. Amelia Island, Florida.
Right now at 5, shoot me in the head. Deputies say those were a man's final words before they were forced to open fire on him. Today, Sky 4 flew over the Nassau County condo complex where this happened.
And you know, if you're going to commit suicide by cop, I shoot me in the head too. Yeah, don't give me no gut wound. I don't want to get sepsis and I don't want to bleed out. Just put it right there, right between the eyes. Instantaneous death, I say.
Investigators are saying that the man also told them, "Tell my daddy I love him."
This all unfolded during an hours-long standoff in the early morning hours today. It happened at the Amelia Island Surf and Racket Club condominiums on Amelia Island Parkway. As soon as we found out about this, we sent you a push alert from our News4Jax app. Since then, we have learned new...
I love that. May we pause for a moment in the review of tonight's taxpayer relief shots to note that these are apparently so important, that these are so critical. Now, the incident's over. Bad guy's dead. But we're going to give out a push alert. Do you take push alerts on your phone, Drew?
I do.
Do you? I turn them all off. If I want to know something, I'll go find it. I hate push alerts. Ding, ding, ding. Okay.
Keep it on vibrate.
Bzz, bzz, bzz. So I got ding, 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 or bzz, bzz, bzz. Push alerts. What do you get push alerts for?
I get sports ones mostly.
Scores. You get scores.
Yeah, scores and updates and injuries and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. I'll give you a pass on that.
Information about the man's...
But you should get them for taxpayer relief shots, too. You know. That way I wouldn't... That way, if you would just get push alerts of taxpayer relief shots from all over the country, then none of the associate producers or myself would have to... just every morning you walk in, you get Bzz, bzz, bzz.
Wait, I believe
you've been vibrating all night.
I believe I sent you one last week and you never used it.
Did you?
I did, yeah.
Well, why didn't you just put it in the folder?
Because I figured it needed the approval of King Michael Brown.
Why don't you just print it out for me? In fact, I think you've sent me a couple.
I just forwarded it to you. That's all you get.
You sent me a couple of stories this week.
Mm-hmm.
You got to print them out.
Look at me just out here producing, and just you ignore me.
No. Here's the. I'm going to be totally honest with you. You know why I completely forget about them? Because by the time I get to them, they've been pushed down by all the other email, and I forgot about them.
Sounds about right, actually.
No, it's the truth. It's the gospel truth. So if you want me to see it, you're going to print it out. You're going to have to kill a tree and lay it over here for me to see it. Got it?
Got it.
Okay. All right. Do we have time to finish this?
Background. News for Jax reporter Chris Parento joining us from the Nassau County Sheriff's Office. Chris, you found the man had been arrested before for drugs and guns.
What? How does a guy get a gun when he's been arrested before? Call Citigroup. Call REI. Call somebody. Just call them stupid.
That's pretty much all I got.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has left the building. Michael Brown here from Mike Ward Infiniti, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, Fiat, and McLaren. You know I've known Mike and his family for decades, so when I leased a new car, it was Mike Ward Infiniti, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, Fiat, and McLaren. Go see Mike at C470 in Lucin, and remember, just drive it.
Is your concrete sinking, your porch or garage, or worse, an interior floor in your home or business? Advanced Mudjacking has the solution. Fixing sinking concrete for over 25 years. Call Brian at Advanced Mudjacking, 303-424-9441, or advancedmudjacking@yahoo.com.
When it comes to finances, how do you make sense of it all? Listen to Financial Engine's Investing Sense for help in making sense of your investments, retirement, Social Security, and much more. Financial Engine's Investing Sense, every Saturday morning at 6, or visit investingsense.com.
This report is brought to you by Denver Travel and Adventure Show.
It'll be mostly sunny and windy tomorrow, a high of 70, mostly sunny and 69 degrees on Saturday, 68 and mostly sunny for Sunday.
Find your next vacation at the Denver Travel and Adventure Show. Meet Rick Steves and the booze traveler Jack Maxwell and discover thousands of destinations from around the globe. March 24th and 25th at the Colorado Convention Center. Get tickets now at travelshows.com.
This is your station for the 16K a day giveaway. Coming up at 5.